opportunity that we can't pass on.
Kia hiwara. Nau mai hoki mai ki tēnei whakataitai ā-motu ki ngā toru ki te toru, ki Pulman Arena. Welcome back e te whānau to this competition of 3-on-3. We are at the arena of Pullman, Bruce Pullman, mo taku he. Ko ai tēnei, ko Max Barnett tōku ingoa. He uri tēnei ngō Ngāti Porou, te whakatohia, ngā whenua o Rarotonga anō hoki.
Tēnā tātou i te iwi, nau mai hara mai ki Pulman Arena. Kei konei mātou, mō te kēmu e whai ake nei, ko St John's College Phoenix versus Rosemary College Blue. We have the Senior Boys Open semi-finals.
Morena Eric, Andrew Horrocks here alongside you, and it's wonderful to be back at Bruce Pulman Arena for this event, last held in 2021, and 174 teams this year. Its very first year, 2014, only had 41, so it's pretty crazy how this has taken off.
It's amazing, mate. It's been an awesome few days being here watching the Poitukohu 3-on-3, 3x3. The level of basketball has been outstanding, and yesterday's the level of basketball just lifted so much once we got into the quarterfinal stage, and I'm expecting nothing less now that we're down to semi-finals.
Absolutely, and of course New Zealand has a very strong history of 3x3 in this age group. 2011 and 2015 world champions. Still remember that team from 2011 in Rimini, Italy. So awesome to see the next generation now a chance to show their stripes and push for national contention potentially in the future.
Absolutely. Looking forward to the fireworks, looking forward to the battle that we're about to see whānau. We'll be into game time in a couple of minutes. Teams are just going through their final warm-ups, waiting for the call from the official timekeeper. What are you expecting from this match, mate?
Well, two powerhouses basically of New Zealand secondary school basketball. It looks like both teams are going to be physical, and of course the way that it's refereed is so differently to 5-on-5 as well. 3x3,
total goal.
Anything inside the paint is not really going to be called. You can generally just go to battle, whereas anytime you're shooting the rua, it's going to be called pretty easily. So,
Kapoi. So just a clarification for those viewers that are just joining us today. Can you go through the different points that are awarded in 3x3?
Yep. So they've changed it slightly from 5v5. You've got free throws that are a 1. You've got your 1 point is anything inside the 3-point arc, and then you've got your 2-pointers as well. And from an analytical standpoint, those are so much more because now they double it. If you're shooting 25% from 3 or 2s in this case, you know, you're just as good as a 50% 1 or 2 point shooter. So it really changes the emphasis of the game, and teams that can get hot early from behind that line, if they can ride that momentum, then it's going to go a long way for them to winning this game.
We did see that in a couple of games yesterday, Rosemary boys yesterday. Going to it was a game, I think it was Pukekohe College or high school yesterday, that match. It was just backwards and forwards, the two-rapa. Oh, sorry, going for the 2-ball, backwards and forwards, and it was in the end the team that made the most shots that came out victorious in that game, and that was the Rosemary boys. I'm pretty sure that's who the game was yesterday, but I'm really looking forward to today's competition. Looks like we're getting ready for the official start, whānau.
And it's tough to get here for these teams. 40 teams in this grade, 4 pools of 10, had 9 games of pool play, then quarterfinals. Now into the semi-finals, and we'll run through the teams. Firstly, for the St John's College Phoenix, number 9, Carter Hamlin, 15, Oliver Wilson, 7, Dylan Howe, and number 12, Pookie Lendon's son, he's in attendance as well. Vince Lendon is playing. And then from Rosmini College Blue, number 4, Liam Bates, number 3, Josh Batty, number 12, Noah Johns, and number 2, Anton Siusiu, whose dad, Ant, actually played for the Vodafone Warriors back in the day.
Wow.
So there's some pretty good second-generation athletes in this game.
Right. What's your expectation, mate? This is the common battle. Hamilton versus Auckland. St John's versus Rosmini.
It's a tough one. I'm going to go into the grain a little bit on this one. I think I'm actually going to go St John's.
St John's. I've spent a bit of time in the Hamilton region. As much as I like St John's, I'll have to go the opposite way just to balance the books. We are neutral whano, but it's always nice to make a prediction before the game goes. We'll be calling it fair.
It's good to see us both going against our biases as well.
Oh, well, I was a Ngātai Aotea man, and whenever we played St John's, I was always for my team, so... They were way bigger than we were. Their year 9s were bigger than our year 13, so it's kind of puts things in perspective.
It's always cool as well when St John's are playing. Of course, shout out to the 43 years of service that Mal Young gave to that school.
Yeah,
was massive in their basketball community as well. So
absolutely.
A shout out to anyone listening from St John's, and not too sure what the baseline referee is, but it's good to see Brad Clive giving back. NBL referee. He's done a lot of 3x3 refereeing as well. So. Awesome to have such experience for these young players, and I know that they're in good hands.
And that's what I think our semi-finals deserve, is to have the higher level referees. Nothing against our junior referees learning their trade, but when it comes down to the business end of the tournament, right, we're into it, whānau.
That's a little on ball there into a horns action. Oh, sorry, flare screen. Rebound, here's Josh Batty. We're speaking to him pre-game as he leaves that one short on a Kuruwhiwhi Rua.
Yeah.
And he said his thing that he likes most about 3x3 is Matt Lacey lets him shoot as many threes as he wants. So already shown that in their first possession. There's the on-ball screen.
I guess the great thing is the coach isn't going to sub you out if you don't listen to his plans.
I think that's such a cool thing. I mean, we talk about kind of coaches and what makes a good coach, what doesn't make a good coach, how you communicate to your players. But 3x3, coaches are up in the stands. They can't have any impact.
Yeah.
So to see players be thrust into these leadership roles, it's awesome to see it, and great for the development of their skill set.
Decision making's in their hands, not being told what to do and how to do it. See a bit of physicality under the hoop.
And we're going to see a 3-second call there on St John's. It's actually something that's called a lot stricter, I've found, in 3x3 as compared to 5-on-5. Maybe it's a bit more obvious because there's only 6 players on the court.
Yeah.
Here's Anton Siusiu, finds Noah Johns, rejects the on-ball. Nice little crossover there, reverse layup blocked.
Great defense.
And that's what you like about Anton Siusiu as he goes to the hoop. Always hustling for those extra possessions, trying to get little scraps for Rosmini. And they're on the board first here in the semi-final of the boys open grade.
It's amazing to hear that it's only the open grade. It's so physical. The skill already on display is outstanding. Great defense there at the hoop.
Well, absolutely, and some extremely talented players on both sides for Rosmini. I mean, Josh Batty was in the Harbour Under-17 A team last year.
Right.
Now into 19s. Anton Siusiu has been in A teams throughout his career. I believe Liam Bates has as well. So a lot of experience on that side, and I'm sure there's a lot of experience on the St John's team as well. As Liam Bates take it to the hoop. And up
Got a score up yet, 2-1 whānau. I just can't tell you who it is at the moment. We've got no graphics on the board. Who do you think's up? 2-1.
I believe it's Rosmini with the Anton Siusiu and then the Johns.
Yeah, sounds
layup. But active hands there from Vince Lendon. But it's going to stay Rosmini ball. Of course, I heard Kayla talking yesterday about the shot clock. Usually it's 12 seconds in 3x3 for this one with the running clock.
Yep.
They've just gone with no shot clock, but you're still seeing teams looking to initiate their offenses early as we just see a ball from another court. And being here live, I was watching it yesterday, seeing 12 courts in action.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
It is insane. So
the support that's coming from the crowd, the support that's coming courtside from all the different courts. You don't know which game to watch, even though we're focusing on court 3. There's so much action going on all day long.
And I would encourage anyone in the Tamaki Makaurau area, the city of sales. It's free entry, I'm pretty sure today, Eric.
Yep.
It's raining outside.
What's it? Nothing better to do in Auckland on a rainy day?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is what makes basketball so great, right? Doesn't matter what the conditions are. We see a beautiful reverse layup there.
Yeah, beautiful. Seeing a little bit more action to the hoop. This is quite surprising. I was expecting a few more Kuruwhiwhi Rua being thrown up. What do you see on the, like in 5v5 basketball, leaning with the shoulder, bit of a shoulder charge going for your layups? See a bit more fending in the 3x3, is that allowed a little bit more?
Referees are going to let that go a bit more.
Okay.
I wouldn't call it mongrel basketball. It's not quite that physical, but they're definitely going to... Oh, especially, I mean, you look at overseas as well. I've been lucky enough to watch a lot of Japanese 3x3. And the physicality and what they're allowed to get away with and how physically fit they are.
Yeah.
It's an awesome basketball to watch, and it's only going to help these athletes as they get into the 5-on-5 season next term.
Yeah, a couple over the travel call there on Rosmini. St John's at the top of the key. Ngā Piro whānau, toru ki Rosmini, rua ki St John's College, 3-2 to Rosmini.
Nice little horns action there for St John's, but well defended from Rosmini. Switching on all the on-balls.
Kuru for Whirua, just a little bit long on that one there.
And it helps that you got a player that tall, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Number 15, Oliver Wilson there. Up to the line. We should have one shot here with the Kuru Tautuku. So with the free throws, they get one shot position to the opposite team if it's a made shot. Yep. When do they move into the 2 free throws on the foul?
From memory, and it's been a while since I've commentated some 3x3 is short there, and off the Papamuri, there's Anton Siu again, and Batty converts.
Kuru for Whirua whānau, number 3 for Rosmini College. Josh Batty showing his range.
But I believe it's after 7 fouls on shooting fouls, and then after 10 fouls on ground fouls, it goes to 2 shots.
And possession after 10. Possession to the team that's been fouled. Don't hold me to that. I was trying to listen to Kayla yesterday. She was my expert, so my expectations that you were going to do the same thing, mate. Just kidding.
Kayla Manuirarangi's got a lot more playing experience at this level than I do.
She was outstanding yesterday. It was great to have her on the team.
Again, off the Papamuri.
Great rebound. 2 up at the board there.
It was a great hopu, wasn't it, in the air?
Yep. Great hustle up there. Great contact.
Drew the hara, and he's going to go back to the line and shoot the Kuru Tatuku. And converts that one. So here's Rosmini. And Vince Linden there, just getting a little bit close. You've got to give the opponents time to clear the ball on the outside of the charge circle. After that, you can go hard as Josh Batty there's hustled. And Vince Linden, I've got to tell you what, he's very impressive to watch live, how much he's hustling and making it tough for these Rosmini players. Here is Bates, and he's stripped. And it's slightly different from the old home 3x3 rules. You've still got to clear it no matter what. Yeah,
2 feet over the line, according to Kayla yesterday. 2 feet clear the 3-point line, or the 2-point line today.
So Rosmini ball here up top. Nice little switch there from St. John's. Here's the on-ball. Looking Batty on the wing, goes over the on-ball.
Nice,
finds a cutting Bates. And
before the shot, travel.
Yeah, good call.
Yeah. You see a lot more travelling allowed, I guess, not called, under the hoop with some of the matches you watch. A lot of spin moves under the hoop where they seem to take a couple of extra steps, but at the end of the day, it's under the control of the Kaiwawawa referees out on the court. Players have to adjust to the different referees.
And that's the thing, I mean, at the end of the day, refereeing's all about interpretations of the rules, so every human's different, how they interpret it. Yeah. So it's all about adjusting, and I think as the beautiful feed there, and once again, Oliver Wilson. Woo. And he's proving to be the difference in this one for me. Yeah. Just those extra, probably, what, 4 inches that he's got.
Makes all the difference in this level.
Absolutely.
Someone has to jump 6 inches to get above his reach.
And he's no good on the Kuru Tatuku. It's a bit of the Papamuri. And they're going to determine that that came off Rosmini, and it's going to stay St. John's ball.
Right. And just like that, whānau, we're down to the last 2 minutes in the game. Pero, toru ki te rua. Toru ki te toru. No, our scoreboard on our screen is not up to date. Waru ki te rima, 8-5. Sorry, apologies with our graphics on the TV at the moment.
No, we're all good. So good to see as well. Oliver Wilson, such good hands as well. as moving screen there.
Yeah,
but again, 3x3, you can get away with it a bit more.
Yeah.
But that's as well an adjustment for coaches. When you go into 5-on-5, you can't do that. How do you teach these kids? Do you let them get away with it now and then adjust later, or do you try and enforce it now and get those good habits moving into the season?
Yeah, that's right. All right, just look at our scoreboard. Iwaki Te Rima 9-5. Look at the scoreboard on the last point scored. They have St John's up at this stage. I'm not 100% sure on that.
I'd agree with that. Oliver Wilson probably got 8 of those points. We don't have the live stats in front of us, but
Yep.
as Batty there hits the Papa Moody.
Yeah.
And the
St
tūrapa
John's just slowing
again,
it down,
Wilson.
slowing down the game. We're just inside a minute to go. The big man gets up. There we go. Before, after.
3-second call.
3-second call. Okay.
And they're going to reset that one.
That's the unfortunate thing about this game at this level, especially the semis. Running clock. No, ball goes out of bounds. If you're up, you're in no hurry to get the ball.
Brad Clive there just showing his experience, and he's going to call a technical foul. And I tell you what, if you're Rosmini, I'm not sure that actually helps you, because you need two ruas.
Yeah.
And in and out there from Batty, tūrapa into St John's hands, and I think we're going to see a bit of gamesmanship here. Something I didn't really see yesterday, to be honest. Teams were playing for the full 10 minutes, but semi-final basketball, you got to play over your head sometimes. And
All right, there you go, Whānau. That's our first semi-final. Done and dusted. St John's Phoenix, Rosmini Blue. Senior boys open. First semi-final. First finalist found.
And great win there from St John's. I think it was, as we talked about, wasn't it, Eric? It was just that extra height inside from Oliver Wilson that was the difference in the game. But
the big man showed his worth there today. His work on the boards, his defense, his offensive play under the board. Took his team from slightly behind. Rosmini started hot there. They were my pick for the game. They looked hot from the start, but Johnny's, St John's as they do, they didn't go anywhere and came out victorious. We'll be back shortly, Whānau, with our next semi-final. We'll go to a quick commercial break and we'll see you shortly. Bye-bye.
So Hoops and Parks piloted as a first and shows local councils and sports trusts that if you have some oversight over community spaces, if you build it, people are going to play, and Flex Me today's been a great example of that.
Yeah, look, I've been part of the Hoops and Schools project pretty much since the outset, and it's proven to be a wonderful formula for bringing kids into basketball, bringing communities together. So I think this is a really natural progression to get more hoops in as many places as we can throughout New Zealand, bring communities together in different parts, and let them experience how fun basketball can be, being outside and playing with their friends.
I mean, today's been awesome. It's so cool having this court set up, such awesome hoops, and you know, now for these Flaxmere residents, it's 10 minutes or less to get to their local court, and these kids can come after school, before school, hang out with their mates and get some shots up.
I think it's definitely going to have a positive impact. I mean, as you can see right now, the turnout's been pretty good, so especially in Hawke's Bay, it's always pretty sunny out here, so I think there's going to be kids filling these courts up most days, so it's definitely going to be a positive impact.
Hoops like this are open for everyone at all times, and we're just able to enhance the skill level of participants and get everyone who wants to be involved in basketball involved.
Oh, this impact here is positive very positive for especially this area. This park has been desolate for many years, so now just by putting this hoop, you know, in here, it's going to attract a lot of the youth here, and it's positive. You know, encourage other councils to support this initiative, Hoops and Parks. Man, it's a really positive vibe, especially on a day like this. I'd love to see this out in, you know, places like Taranaki, even Kaiti. You know, it's really positive for the youth, and it's an opportunity for them to find a safe haven, you know, a place where they can call, you know, hang out and chill with their mates, and yeah. What about you, son?
It's awesome. I've had heaps of fun. I've been really enjoying it, especially when we did the activity, like the one where you could choose which side to go to, because I won there and I got the singlet, and it's just been awesome. Yeah.
It's great.
there's a lot of people who can have a chance to actually do it because we haven't had these type of fancy hoops before here, and it's really great.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this isn't about what we wore back in the day.
we're going to go now. Going once, going twice. No more offers. Sold!
It's about being trusted to get a better result for our clients since 1973.
Having this funding, being able to use it specifically targeting sport and to promote sport in schools is hugely beneficial.
Sport's huge in our community. If you have a look at our wall in there, we get a lot of New Zealand sports reps come out of the area, so it's really important they have that outlet to come to kura for another reason other than curriculum, and for some reason in our water our kids just breathe sport, and having that resource here makes life that much more enjoyable and they can keep doing what they're good at.
There's so much learning that you can achieve through sport, whether that's your relationships, your mental, physical well-being.
I just want to thank New Zealand Carbon Farming for, first of all, taking the initiative and supporting schools like ours.
It's nice to know that what's happening out on our farms is going to come back to our rural communities and be spent on the students here at Kilpua College.
Want to catch a fuel bargain with Caltex and Supergold? Scan your Caltex app, Flybuys or Airpoints for 6 cents off per litre with Pumped. And show your Supergold card for an extra 2 cents off. Ah, feels good.
Nau mai hoki mai ki tēnei wāhanga, ke mua whaia ke nei, for Westlake Girls High School, rau ko Takapuna Grammar School. We are here, whānau, with the Senior Girls Open semi-final number 2. We have Westlake Girls versus Takapuna Girls.
And we'll go through the team list for Westlake Girls High School. Number 7, Alan Vincent. Number 14, Zenthia Stowers. 35, Isabella Gasu. And 15, Brenna Latoa Levi Nosa. And then Eric for Takapuna Grammar School.
We have number 34, Amy McKenzie, wearing the number 4 singlet, Mania Watson. Wearing the number 10 singlet today, we have Carmen Selby, and in the number 2 singlet, we have Mackenzie. How would you say that, mate? I don't like saying people's names wrong.
Mackenzie Makarith.
Makarith. There we go, whānau.
An exciting game that we had before. You've been here yesterday. What have you noticed that teams are doing well or not doing well in this competition that's got them to this point?
The teams that have got here to this point, I think, is, well, obviously their skill of basketball, but the way that they react to the different referees that they have in front of them on the day. They do all the basics right. They battle hard for everything. They never give up on a point. Just basically outstanding basketball is what I've seen the whole time I've been here. And as we're going through the quarters to the semis and I guess on to the finals, I just expect that that level of basketball and that intensity just to keep on building, mate. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, tail of the tape, how they got here, there was 20 teams in the Senior Girls Open grade. They had 2 balls of 10, so they had to get through 9 games of pool play before getting into their quarterfinals yesterday afternoon and now into the semi-final stage. Westlake Girls High School in round robins played 9, won 9, and in the quarterfinal beat Aquinas College 8-3 for Takapuna Grammar.
Yeah, Takapuna Grammar. They played 9 and won 8, so they would have finished second in their pool. And in their quarterfinals, they beat Paeroa College 9-4. So pretty evenly placed teams. Westlake on stats, haven't lost a game. Takapuna only going down the once, so I mean, end of the day, it's whoever turns up on game time, and really the stats mean anything now that we're here at this point of the competition?
Absolutely, and it just showcases the depth that Westlake Girls High School have got. Obviously, it's the open grade, might not be their top team, but champions last year in 5-on-5.
Wicked.
And then losing a lot of year 13s. So to see the depth that's still coming through the school is awesome to see. And then for Takapuna Grammar School, it's great to see the job that Caitlin Noy has done with the squad. Kind of a school that struggled a little bit with their women's basketball, had a very proud history in the early 2000s. So now to be getting back to the stage, back in national semi-finals, it just showcases what an awesome job Caitlin's done.
Yeah, awesome, awesome. You got to have someone to drive your program at your school, and it's something that we kind of struggle with the smaller schools coming from Kura. You know, it's all run by whānau. We don't have the expertise that the bigger schools have. So again, lots of Kura here today. We'll have Te Kutu Open boys on the court shortly, the following game. So just to showcase a bit of the smaller school basketball. But talking about open, I know it's the open grade, it's not the elite grade, but these teams are usually made up of these girls here would be in their senior A team, like the 5v5 teams. Generally.
Potentially, I'll be honest, Zenthia Stowers is the only name I recognise out of the Westlake girls team.
Okay.
In terms of Takapuna Grammar, yeah, absolutely, this is some of their key players. And they were at Secondary School Nationals last year in the AA section.
Right.
And it was awesome as well, obviously, with secondary schools, the AA versus single A. Great to chat to some of the single A coaches, and as you said, the communities they build, especially Ngātai Atia. They did such a good job. I believe they were boys semi-finalists and then won the girls grade. So
yeah, the boys actually made the finals. Both teams made the finals, but I think the difference, I don't think, nothing against my boys, just youth, like the future. They're here today. They played yesterday as well. They just came up against a really good team in the finals that day. They came back really well, but I'm expecting good things from them from this year. Same thing, small schools, we don't have the numbers. Te Kutu, the girls who played in the first round that wasn't televised, I think their school has, Te Kutu and Rotorua, the whole roll is 250 students, and that's from year 1 right through to year 13. To be able to put a team on 3-on-3 and actually go to the Nationals last year as well was their first time. They only have like probably 15 girls in the whole school that they could choose from to pick a team. So huge ups to the small schools that are here competing against these big schools from the bigger cities.
And the Kaitakoro are underway here, and an early double there as the ball hits the Papamuri for Westlake girls. Of course, no shot clock, so they can just reset their offense, and what a beautiful spin off the Papamuri there from Alan Vincent. And here's Watson up top.
All right, so we have Takapuna and what colour would you call that, mate? Aqua blue?
Yeah, gosh, I keep to my primary colours.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll go blue, and then Westlake are in the white. Probably actually one of my favourite secondary school uniforms, the Westlake girls, one with the swan on it.
Okay.
With the grey.
Cool. What's the reference to the swan?
Right next to Lake Pupuki.
Okay.
There's a lot of swans on Lake Pupuki, so...
Very good, very good.
I actually saw a good April Fool's joke this morning about Tom Abercrombie signing with the Shanghai Sharks. And there's a few comments up the Swans.
Can't play.
Got a few of our less experienced social media members in the public. But actually haven't seen many April Fool's jokes this morning. That's the first one, so...
very good.
If you're listening at home, feel free to reach out to us and let us know any good ones that you've seen.
That's right. Share away on Instagram, whānau.
And again, Westlake girls. Nice feed there, though, out of that horn set. And the Kuruwhiwhi Rua is good. Beautiful finish there from Amy McKenzie. And definitely probably the more senior team, I would say. Takapuna Grammar in this game, but as we've seen, 3x3, if you can get hot early with your shots, we've seen a lot of upsets. Here is Watson, lovely cross.
Yeah, beautiful move.
Hits the Papamuri and the tapa, no good. And good rebound there for Westlake girls. Here's Vincent.
And drag there, drag the back foot.
Again, one of those ones that sometimes is called, sometimes not called, so it's good to see if we be consistent on that call.
Yeah.
It actually helps the players' skill development a lot as well in these game situations if they're called for that.
Just looking at the replay there on the screen, whānau.
Nice little handoff there for Watson. And we're seeing a lot of help defense here from Westlake. Kind of leaving that weak side offensive player open and just trying to protect the paint. Here is Westlake Girls again. Lovely spin move from Gasu. Hits the Papamuri. And the tūrapa in the hands of Makarith. And again, short there on the Kuru Fifi Rua.
Looked like it was nothing but net, but unfortunately it was the outside of the net. Beautiful shot.
We had a good angle here, didn't we, in the commentary booth?
Absolutely.
And you can see the camera angle we're using a bit more today from the stands. You're able to see the actions that they're running as Watson just trying to create a little bit of space. Now ask for the screen. And a good steal there from Vincent to the hoop. Hits the tapa. And the tūrapa back in the hands of Takapuna Garama. Watson to the hoop.
Oh, strong move to the hoop there.
Beautiful finish off the Papamuri.
Manaia Watson. We got to call a couple of their games yesterday, and she seemed to be one of their standout players. Manaia, she seemed to be mentioned. She was in everything.
Great spin, gets her own tūrapa. And off the Papamuri, and good. Tough to pick who's going to win this one, Eric. It's pretty competitive early.
Yeah. There's only one shot in it, really, isn't it?
Hook shot there. No good from Alan Vincent. Here's Makarith. And the Rua is short.
Yeah. Quick play inside. Not sure if she cleared her feet on that one, but great defense under the hoop.
Great work there from Manaia Watson. As you said, was everywhere yesterday, everywhere today, but gets stripped.
Well, unlucky there. That's physicality. Just got to play to the refs.
Great finish there from Zenthia Stowers.
Like she's limped, got a bit of a limp going on there. Be interesting to see how long she stays out on the court for.
Stowers again, lovely back cut on Watson.
Whaki te whawhano. Wha.
Great kick out, Watson on the wing.
4-all. Just over 5 minutes to go, halfway through the game.
Lovely finish off the Papamuri.
Off the Papamuri. Beautiful basket.
The Kuru Whakau. Here is Stowers. Lovely finish on the M1. Draws the hara. Doesn't matter. Finishes it anyway off the Papamuri.
Yeah.
And she's going to shoot a Kuru Tautuku.
Just the one shot. Rima ki te rima whānau, 5-all. So what happens at the end of the game when we're tied? 5. I mean, it's not going to be 5, obviously, but if we're a tied ball game after 10 minutes?
Yeah, tie ball game is the first team to score 2 points. So I believe in the elite grade yesterday, I was watching a little bit.
Yeah.
Westlake Girls hit that deep to Amy Lee Pateman.
Yeah.
And that sent them into, I believe everyone rushed the court for that one.
There was a couple of them yesterday. Quarterfinals finished on buzzer beater. Oh, sorry, on the Kuru Whiwhirua to win the match.
As here's Watson up top, just surveying things. Again, no shot clock, so little dribble handoff.
I saw yesterday a couple of the referees were calling the shot clock rather than having an actual shot clock. Be interesting to see if that happens today. I mean, if you're up by 2 or 3 and you can move the ball and not get the turnover for a shot clock violation. No easy way to finish out the game. Do you see that as a tactic being used if it's a close game?
Well, it would make sense to me when we get to finals and if they're the only games going that we implement the shot clock.
Right.
Would like to see it, but I mean, it's tough as well. If you've played 3 days without a shot clock and then they bring it in for your final game.
Yeah.
The skill development side of me says, yes, perfect.
Yeah.
The tournament aspect of me goes, that hasn't been consistent what's been called, but again, I haven't seen what's going to happen. I'll ask Catherine Jealous and we can find out how it's all going to go, but we'd love to see a shot clock as the big.
Is good.
And that's a big shot there for Takapuna Grammar now as the score is updating as we go. As we say hello to Catherine Jealous, keeping it positive as always. She's doing a great job. All of the BBNZ staff actually, to have 12 games going at once.
Kuru Whiwhirua is good.
Is an outstanding, it's a logistical nightmare, but they've navigated it thus far.
Yep. Yesterday afternoon was tough for them once we were finding out who our semi-finalists or quarter-finalists were going to be. But yep, ngā piro whānau, iwa ki te iwa. Rua minutes out, toru minutes ki te toi, 3 minutes to go, 9-all. What's the difference at this point? If you're a coach, I know we can't coach from the sideline, but what would you be expecting from your players in such a tight game? Keep it simple or go for the long ball? What's your tactical approach at this time of the game?
I think both teams have done such a good job of getting to the hoop and getting the offensive tūrapas that I would just try and keep that going. As we see Ellen Vincent there, draws the hara, and she's going to shoot. I thought she was going to shoot a
Must have been called before the shot.
Must have been out of bounds. Apologies, our home whānau.
Yep.
There's a good strip there from Agasu. Takes the on-ball screen. Little handoff to Stowers.
Beautiful shot. Long one.
She's been very impressive for me, actually, thus far for Westside Girls. Zenthia Stowers.
Yes.
Beautiful show there on the pick and roll. And goes under on that one. Allows Watson to get to the hoop.
Great
and
drive.
draw the header.
Yeah. It's a pretty tough header, that one too. The one thing that I have observed in the last 2 days of watching the basketball, the two-way players just show their skill. Those who love to play offense and not so good on the defensive side kind of get showing up a bit more on this version of the game.
Well, that's where 3x3 is so perfect, as we're seeing a great offensive tūrapa and a putback for Westlake Girls. But, I mean, I would encourage all associations under the age of 12 to try and put in as much 3x3 as you can. You're getting more touches for your players, more shots, more dribbling opportunities. Defensively, you can't just sit in a zone. You've got to actually defend your person. So
man up.
Exactly. To see another harder drawn. So the more that we can get our youth playing 3x3, developing their skills, it's only going to help our basketball in the future, especially now that it's an Olympic sport.
Yeah.
You know, it's always so tough in the past for New Zealand to send teams to the Olympics. We went in 2000, 2004. But for us to get back, we've sent 3x3 teams to Tokyo. Why don't we just get that wrong?
50 seconds to go. 1 point in it. Ko Mātahiki, Westlake. Ko Takapuna. 10, 11, 11-10 to Westlake High School.
And let's see.
Still plenty of time. 40 seconds. What can be done in 40 seconds?
Yeah, what heads are on Takapuna Grammar at the moment? Are they going to try and slow things down, bleed the clock, or are they going to, as we see,
Westlake's
great bodies on the floor. Oh, which way is this going to get called? Because jump balls and 3x3 go to the defensive team.
Okay, so Westlake should be on the ball.
No, they decided that was Westlake ball. So here is Takapuna Grammar, 15 seconds. And it looks like Watson's just going to slow things down here. Up 1 point.
There's that tactic we were talking about before. Do we slow the clock down? Do we go? Oh, the long ball.
Tries to secure it, gets the own tūrapa.
Go Marua.
And that's going to do it. Westlake Girls will be going on to the final.
Our scores, I'm not sure if we got our scores right.
Oh, apologies.
We'll see what happens.
We got overtime.
Overtime. That was for the draw. Did you get it off before the clock? They're calling it. Do we have a replay on that one?
So apologies at home. I thought Takapuna Grammar was up and they went 12-10. 11-all. So, as we said before, first team to 2 points. So, Eric, it's a bit of a poker hand here. Do you go for the 2 or do you try and score 2 ones?
From the ones that I saw yesterday, mate, the teams would go for that 1 point, get the lead early. And in the next position, the opposition throws at the kuru for Whirua. It's a walk off and storm the court. Be interesting to see.
Here's Watson. She's going to go.
If my girl's confident, if she's keen on it, if she wants it, she has the green light if I'm the coach, mate.
What a pass there from Watson to Makareth.
Here's for the win. For the win. Oh, off the rim.
Oh, and she's actually quite open here for another shot. No, she's going to go to the hoop up against Stowers.
Great defense from Stowers.
Hit the bottom there of the Papamuri.
For the win. Stowers.
There's that one short, and very physical there on the tūrapa.
Yeah.
Both teams, they don't want to go home. Here is Makareth.
Who's the shooter? Manoa's going to look for that 2 to win it. With the handoff. No shot clock, whānau. For the win.
Mackenzie. No good, but gets her own rebound.
Stowers for the victory. No. Up fake. 6 to the rim.
Now this is where it's hard. How quickly can they close out? They do a great job there, Westlake Girls. So here's Watson, finds,
nice
rejects it, and now both teams, whoever scores now wins.
Don't need the Whirua, just the easy one will win it. Just like that.
Oh, no good.
What a game, whānau. Semi-finals. It's Ko Marua, it's Ko Marua.
Mackenzie, lovely up fake to the hoop.
Kotahi. Kotahi, Hiro Mote. Oh!
And again, 5-on-5, that's probably called a foul, but the extra physicality allowed in 3x3, no call. So here's Watson. What decision can she make here?
Defense on the ball. Don't want to give away those easy drives to the hoop. That's all it takes for the victory. Just a little handoff. There we go. Oh, shoot that for the win. Get in. Oh!
Here's Watson up top again, and you got to think she's going to end up being the key decision maker here for Takapuna Grammar.
Spread her play, spread her team. Open the court. Oh, the V. Oh! Is it fatigue that's making the difference?
Absolutely.
Oh.
Westlake have been able to sub. Takapuna Grammar haven't been able to.
The defense is outstanding from both teams. Desperation. Looking for the easy basket. Oh, it's going to go to the free throw line. They're Kuru Totuku to decide the match. One shot, two shots.
Just the one shot at this stage. A great feed there from Anaya Watson to find Amy McKenzie. And now the Kuru Tautuku to decide.
Amy McKenzie.
If she's going to go to the final.
Ice in her veins.
Good.
There we go, Whānau. Now semi-finals decided at the Kuru the free throw line. Takapuna girls, Westlake Girls High School. What a battle.
Outstanding game. We're going to take a little break before the next semi-final, and we'll be right back with the action.
One of our biggest problems we have in New Zealand is lack of facilities, the lack of ability for kids to be able to just go in and shoot hoops. But our Hoops in Schools, Hoops in Parks project enables kids to be able to get out there and just have a go, just be able to shoot hoops and have no boundaries, just go out there, have some fun. By not being able to get inside to a lot of facilities, this solves a lot of our problems. We're seeing the hoops that we've already installed just be so well utilised. Every time you drive past a school that's got these hoops in it, there's always kids using them. We know it's going to increase participation in our sport, which is a great thing.
Yeah, Hoops in Schools means to me just a lot of opportunity that when I look back and reflect on my experience at home in Pulman, Whangarei, and in the schools, and there wasn't a lot of hoops around, but there was the odd hoop, and we'd always meet there, all the locals, and we'd have a ball, have fun, and that was
One of our biggest problems we have in New Zealand is lack of facilities, the lack of ability for kids to be able to just go in and shoot hoops. But our Hoops in Schools, Hoops in Parks project enables kids to be able to get out there and just have a go, just be able to shoot hoops and have no boundaries, just go out there, have some fun. By not being able to get inside to a lot of facilities, this solves a lot of our problems. We're seeing the hoops that we've already installed just be so well utilised. Every time you drive past a school that's got these hoops in it, there's always kids using them. We know it's going to increase participation in our sport, which is a great thing.
Yeah, Hoops in Schools means to me just a lot of opportunity that when I look back and reflect on my experience at home in Pulman, Whangarei, and in the schools, and there wasn't a lot of hoops around, but there was the odd hoop, and we'd always meet there, all the locals, and we'd have a ball, have fun, and that was a game for all athletes that played all different sports.
It's fantastic to see the ongoing growth of the Hoops in Schools program across the country as we continue to go into different regions. Seeing Tamariki and Rangatahi continuing to have fun through better accessibility is just priceless. And the true value for us is seeing the positive impact it's having across communities here in New Zealand.
It's been absolutely fantastic. We've been able to put 24 hoops into 12 schools right across the province. They were installed a month or so ago, and already we've seen the impact that it's had with kids getting out in there and playing them outside of school hours and the weekends. It's really had a huge impact on the game.
to get into the community today and see the kids just having fun and being able to, you know, have access to these amazing hoops that have been put into new communities, because a lot of schools don't have access to these things.
Now, looking at this initiative of putting a lot more hoops in schools is amazing. I've been to 3 or 4 schools today, and just seeing the faces of this young tamariki has been awesome, and you know, it makes you think about where we're headed and where we've been, and you know, it brings a smile to my face too.
Tēnā tātou I te iwi, nau mai, hara mai ki tēnei pakanga. He pakanga kei te haere, ke mua whaia ke nei, Rotorua Boys High School v Te Kuro o Te Koutu. 2 kura from, or 2 schools from Rotorua that will know each other very well. At the moment we have Te Koutu with the ball and the yellow singlets. Just going through our team lists. For Rotorua Boys High School, we have Hamuera Muka wearing the number 16 singlet, Jaden Wright in the 7, Regan Bogue in the 100 singlet, and Kupa Tau in number 8. So you see the first shot off the backboard there. Right, for Te Kuro Te Koutu, wearing the number 13 singlet, and not on the court at the moment is Waiki Leach. In the number 14 singlet, we have Matariki. Wearing number 15, Tiki Hunia. Oh, Tanu Tahana Warrell taking the tūrapa there. Wearing the number 16 singlet, and Hiramaya Hunia in the number 20.
Already starting off with a bit of an intensity there to whānau.
See the big man showing his worth there. Regan Bogue. The obvious difference between the 2 teams so far is the size. The coaches have got the smaller team. That won't stop them from taking the ball to the hoop.
Quite a good hustle from both our teams.
Oh boy. All right. Te at the top. Rua miniti, Wari miniti ki te toi whānau. 2 minutes gone, 8 minutes left. 0-0. Nice little floater there, a little bit short. Right, Hamilton Boys High School, Rotorua Boys High School, my apologies. Battle of the Lake, Rotorua Te Koutu.
Oh, good fake.
All right, so just a reminder that there's no shot clock at this stage working. There we go, they were talking about the hustle.
There we go.
All right, he may have the height advantage. Tanu's not going to give that up. All right. All about the size of the fight, not the size of the man. Tanu Tahana Warrell there, showing that he's here. Great move. Great basket, great basket at the hoop. Number 15 for Te Kuro Te Koutu, Tiki Hunia. Bye-bye, whānau. You can hear the intensity, the crowd behind us.
Oh, good fake.
Whānau Te Kuro Te Koutu, right behind us, you can hear them. Getting in behind there, boys. Right.
Here's our replay at the whānau.
Beautiful drive to the hoop, off the backboard. Right, just under 7 minutes to go. It's our first basket. Te Koutu, 1. Comes in Boys High School, take it to the hoop. Oh, beautiful.
Tata.
There we
defense.
go. I guess as a player, being a taller player, well, I'm talking a long time ago, Fando. As a player, as a taller man, it was always hard to play against the shorter guys because they were so much faster.
Yep.
Right, so Takotu with their smaller team on the court have the speed advantage. They've shown that they're not afraid to take it to the bigger teams.
Paingai kaipare.
Ko haramai Hawaiki Leach. Kaumā toru mō te kura Takotu.
Oh, good ball handle skills.
Great skills. Going to go to the big man. Hawaiki taking on the big fella.
Oh,
great work from Te Kura Takotu. It's a shot clock violation, whānau. Hand over. Ono minutes ki te toi, 6 minutes to go. Kotahi ki te kore. Kura Takotu. With the dish to Hawaiki Leach. With the kuru for Whirua. And there's Tanu again. He's going to take those bumps all day long, whānau. He's not going to back down from his Rotorua opponent.
Yeah.
They all know each other. They've played each other before in the local Rotorua comp. 3-on-3's another beast though. Hawaiki Leach out on defence. Tanu Tahana Warrell following his man. Great work, great hustle. Right.
Oh, nice.
Karawe Tiki Hunia. Ka haramai ia ki te takaro.
But we have Kupa with the ball.
Great defense there from Hawaiki. Fast hands. Oh. See who that goes.
Right. Kapai. Koe tēnei. Rotorua Boys High ball.
Jaden right at the top of the key. Being hustled, hassled. Hustled and hassled with a very long kuru for Whirua. Just testing out his range, a little short on that one. All right, ball's running away into the other court, so we're going to have a bit of a stoppage in the game there. Coach will be happy with that. Ngā piro e ho, hea ngā piro e nai nei.
Ko ngā piro, kia te kura o te kautu, ko te rua, kia Rotorua Boys High, ko te kore.
So, Teki Hunia, I think he might be injured. Got an injury under the hoop, 2 men down.
Wahiki.
Oh, outstanding game of basketball. This is our semi-final number 2 for the Senior Boys Open Comp. In the round robins, Rotorua Boys High School number 2 team played 9 games in their round robin and they won 8. In their quarterfinals, they beat St John Vultures 9-8. All right, looking at that score, I wouldn't be surprised if that one had gone to extra time. Te Kura Takotu played 9 games in their round robin, went through undefeated in their pool, and they beat Kaipara College 6-5 in their match. But you see the two-upper there from Tanu. Hawaiki with a quick step, takes it to the room, and one with the...
Oh, Jaws in the hara.
Nice contact, he'll be going to the line for 1 free throw. Right, for the Kuru Tautuku.
Ka pai te whānau, and we already have tore te kau miniti ro e te kau he kona.
Boy. Hawaiki Leach.
Yeah.
Right. Kura Takotu, coming from an outstanding basketball family from Rotorua. Had the pleasure of watching his older siblings play. Tiao and, if he hit the foul. Oh, he didn't take the ball out by the looks of it, sorry. We'll just clarify there, Hawaiki, as he was clearing the ball, just looking at the replay, didn't take both feet outside. So that's just the handover at the top. No foul call. The correct call there. Toru ki te kore, te kura te koutu.
Ka pai,
Ka harawa te ārai o te koutu. And the steal.
Good defense.
Kei te pai e tu e hoa. Ka haere toni te kēmu.
Kuruwhiwhi, tatarawa e hoa.
Ka pai tanu, ka pai tanu.
Ka tera.
Out of bounds. Bit of a tough call, but kei te pai.
Pai ngā mahi o ngā rewhi.
Ka pai. Ngā kai wawao, tēnei kēmu. Right, Boys High. With the high ball action. Being harassed by Tanu Tahana. Whoa, with the big block.
Ai te kaipare. E hoa. Bit of a heavy hitter right there.
Te ki hunia turu kuru whiwhirua. Te hanga piro.
Ngā piro, kia te kautu, te rima. Ki te kore kia rotorua boys high.
All right.
Oh.
Kei te pai.
Ka pai, tai miniti, tori te kau he kona e toi ana e hot.
1 minute, 30 seconds. Rima ki te kore. Te kura o te kautu. Great move at the hoop there from number 16. Hamuera Moka.
It's wicked how they can make this much space off their opponents, eh? Or
Yep. All these kai tākaro play basketball to a very high level. Pretty impressive coming from a small school like Te Kura o Te Kautu. As I mentioned before, lucky to have 250 students at their kura. Here they are, senior boys open semi-finalists, playing a Rotorua Boys High School, who I'd imagine would have around 1,800 to 2,000 boys to choose from. All these boys will be out of the same class at Te Kautu, and there'll probably be only 8 of them in their kura. So karawe Te Kura o Te Kautu. No. Tough defence at the top of this key. Hamuera Moka. 30 seconds whānau. Rua te kau, he kona, he toi ana, kei te toi. I think we can say Te Kautu has done enough. Hawaii's going to slow the ball down here.
Sneaked away with
Tiki.
it, kapai. What a move.
Oh, kua te rei.
Ki toki nei mohio. Ko
Tiki Hunia. Ka pai te kura o Te Kautu. Te teme.
Ka pai.
Te toa te kemu nei. Te kura o Te Kautu no Rotorua. Te kura kaupapa Māori o Te Kautu. Ka pai. Te kemu e whai ake nei whānau. After this quick break, we'll be back with our next game, our next semi-final, which will be between Tauranga Girls College and Hamilton Girls, Senior Girls Elite semi-final number 1. See you shortly, whānau.
Hei kona.
Hei kona.
Hey Tom, it's been a while. Where have you been?
Sorry, man, I've been busy.
Come and see what we have been doing.
It's been a few years since we were here for the launch of the very first Hoops in Schools in South Auckland. Tell me what sort of impact these hoops have had in the school.
Every day the kids play outside, morning, afternoon, morning tea, lunch times. They're always outside playing basketball. We also run a sports academy for an hour a day. Half the group is doing basketball and the other half is off doing another sport, so we use it all the time.
It's good that they're being used. What about after school and the weekends and things? Is it somewhere where the community can kind of come together and play some basketball?
Yep, so after school we have our after school program who use this one, the one behind us, quite a lot. And then our gates are always open for the community to use all of the courts and facilities here. So
awesome.
Yeah, they're getting used quite a lot, especially on days like this.
What do you think this facility means to the kids to have a hoop like this at their school?
I think it's awesome. Like you said, the accessibility. Sometimes if they're playing in like the community courts, there's the older kids or the adults that are kind of taking up the court. So to have it here at school, they're always using it. They don't feel pressured to be moving off anytime soon. And yeah, it's nice to see them using a lot of it.
I've seen massive numbers grow. We started in the beginning of the year, we started a holiday camp and our numbers were like 20 kids. And now we've got 70 kids in the last holiday camp we just had.
The interest has grown heaps. Having these basketball hoops out here just helps because a lot of the kids don't get that outside of school.
Yep.
So for them to be able to come and have a space where they can just ball, and especially in the holidays.
And are you guys running any sort of competitions outside of school that the kids are able to get into?
Whakahaere mātou, tō mātou kura I tētahi kaupapa koe tūkohu ki te wharehākinakina o Moana ni Akiwa, ki te Mangere Community Town Centre. Ki reira ka whakapakari pukenga mātou, ka prakatihi, ka ako rātou i ngā ture. Whakahaere mātou i tētai whakataetai ki te taha o Legacy Wildcats. Ki reira ka tākoro rātou me e tahi atukura o tēnei rohe o Māngere.
E ki te rā koa i ngā tino kai tākoro ke muoroto i te ao Māori, and apparently te koutou tērā.
He te ringa hou, rai ki te ārai ipurangi.
E hika mā mati ke maranga nau mai haere mai.
E ke panuku ki Māori Plus.
I'd just like to thank New Zealand Carbon Farming for their support of the college. Without the support, we wouldn't be able to offer everything we do to the students. So any funding we get is vital for what we can provide. Our students are in an area where money is tight and opportunities for them is minimal. So creating more opportunities at school for our students to participate in sport is what we're wanting to do. We want to encourage as much participation in sport from as many people as possible. So giving them opportunities and facilities at the college here is going to increase that for them. The funding will be used to make an outdoor volleyball court and to equip some of our sports equipment inside our gym. We focus a lot around the whole Wharata Tarima, around the haora, and sport is going to be a major part of that.
Kapai, nau mai hoki mai e te iwi, ki tēnei whakataetai, toru ki te toru, 3x, 3x3, mo taku he. I tēnei wā, ki te pakanga ngā tīma, ko Tauranga Girls College, rāua ko Hamilton Girls High.
Welcome back here to Bruce Pulman Arena in Tamaki Makaurau for Girls Elite. Tauranga versus Hamilton Girls. And I'll run through the team list first for Tauranga Girls. Number 9, Hani Kuni. 10, Annika Highland. 14, Maya Kahura. 4, Palace Hokienga. 11, Mallory Toki. And then for Hamilton Girls High School, Kaylin Hull. Number 6, Jess Jennings. Number 7, Anaya Nelson. 10, Temapara Walker. And 13, Elise Gilbert. Tail of the tape, how we got here. Tauranga Girls undefeated through the round robin in their pool. And then they beat Epsom Girls Grammar School 7-5 in their quarterfinal. For Hamilton Girls, played 1-5 in their pool play. And then they beat Hastings Girls 7-5 in their quarterfinal. So, young Max, you were here yesterday.
Aye.
What was your takeaways from yesterday for these two teams?
From these two teams, they are so both powerful in the defense and offense. As you can see, we have a few reps in here, repping our rohe. But yeah, this will be an intense game, good game though. Hopefully it's clean. But hey, haha, pakanga tēnei. Yeah, hopefully.
And a big thank you to our sponsors. Without them, none of this is possible. Our broadcast partner, Whakata Māori Host Association, Auckland Basketball Services, this beautiful venue, Pulman Arena, and then of course our sponsors, Moulton, Bailey's, New Zealand Carbon Farming, Celtics and Apollo Projects. If you want more information on this tournament, just visit the Basketball New Zealand website, www.nz.basketball. Of course, we're all over social media as well. If you want more tournament information, photos, check out Basketball New Zealand Facebook page, Instagram, and follow them on Twitter at BasketballNZ. Tag us in your post and use the hashtag 3x3.nzss. Max, you've been getting amongst the Instagram, amongst the socials?
Yeah, I. Tūroa tū ki tērā the Instagram help. And yeah, it's meant to see everyone on there. Good to see all our kura āiwi, all our kura around our rohe, all our te aro. Yeah, it's good to see everyone here, all tuning in, all watching our lives, and yeah, seeing all our rangatahi. all our teenagers is playing the game that they love, I guess, my bro.
And the thing I always love, you've got the best of the best photographers in Roshi Photos. Always does an outstanding job at every tournament she's at. So a massive thank you to Roshi. Great to have her back. Good to see a lot of familiar faces at this tournament. As now we're on finals day here on Saturday, and it's a pretty miserable day outside, to be honest, here in Tamaki Makaurau. So if you're around, come on down. It's free entry. And watch the stars of tomorrow here at the Basketball New Zealand 3x3 Secondary School Championships.
I think we're about to take the stage, take the court at the whānau. We have Girls High and Tauranga Girls High.
Katakoro nearly ready to go here in the Girls Elite semi-final. Can I get a prediction out of you, Max? Which way do you reckon this is going?
Because I'm a Hamilton boy, my brother. So hopefully it goes towards our Hamilton kōtiro, our Kirikiriro kōtiro. But I'll still be happy if it goes our Tauranga way, Tauranga moana. Still be happy. Pewhi ana koe, how about you, my brother?
It's tough. I'm going to go the other way. I'll go Tauranga. I was down there last weekend, so I'll go with the most recent place I was in. That's where my allegiance will lie. Hamilton girls in the black and maroon with the striking yellow numbers, which makes it easy to read. And then Tauranga girls will be in the baby blue with the black numbers. And we're about 20 seconds away from, gosh, it's not even a tip-off, is it, on 3x3? The check ball. And it's going to be good. Two high-level teams looking to seal their place in this afternoon's final. And so it's going to be Tauranga girls to get us underway. Nice little off-ball action there as well. Trying to keep the help side defense honest as that hits the tapa, but the tūrapa goes with Tauranga girls. Lovely kick out, and the kuru fifi rua is good. So Tauranga girls getting us underway here. Rua 2-0 Hamilton girls. Just
nice move.
Nice and patient, aren't they, with the ball at the moment?
Aye.
No need to rush. And a tough finish there off the Papamuri from Temapara Walker. Oh, great step through, but just lost the handle, Hanikuni. And so it's going to be Hamilton girls. And you'll notice as well, for you watching at home, you'll see a great tough finish there from Temapara Walker. But just how quickly players sub in this game.
Oh, kapai, koro whiwhiro.
And they're shooting so well early in this game. The other two games, a bit more physical affairs, teams trying to go inside, but both teams confident in their abilities, their skills to shoot the ball, and it's paying off for both teams. Great step through there. Good travel. 3 seconds called from the referee. And so there's going to be Hamilton Girls High School ball.
Good spacing from our kōtiro.
Nice little action there to get the ball inside. Good handoff. Oh, bodies on the floor, and a huddle is going to be called.
Bye.
So Hamilton girls up the top, trying to look out of the off-ball screening action into an on-ball. And Nelson there, a little sloppy with the handoff. And we're going to see which way that's going to stay. Believe that's off Hamilton girls last, according to the referee, so it's going to be Tauranga girls basketball. Just over 2 minutes played here in semi. No, switching it around again.
By Hamilton girls spacing out. And
it looks like the referees there are controlling the shot clock. Of course, we had no official shot clock in this tournament. Imagine that, trying to run shot clock for another 12 courts.
Aye.
That's a lot, but if the referees can mainly look after it, no issues with that.
And tough there.
Tough finish off the Papamuri. And she's going to shoot a Turu Tautuku after that. As we have another look here on the action replay. Woo! Beautiful finish there from Annika Highland. and converts. And Tauranga Girls College up 4-3 here.
Oh, what a nice move.
The skills are on display here on Finals Saturday.
Yes.
A little bit of rust early, and then when the lights come on, it's when the stars shine brightest.
Aira.
Good patience here from Hamilton Girls. And we're going to see a tie-up. And my favourite rule in 3x3, every jump ball goes to the defence.
Oh, kapai.
As we have another look at it there. Good hands from Hanikuni. And so here come a lovely little slip screen there. From Tauranga Girls, rejects the on-ball spin.
Oh, tough move from our kōtiro from Tauranga.
Beautiful finish there from Highland. Showing her class in this game. And Walker there gets her own tūrapa. With the back up and in off the Papa Moody.
Already we can feel the intensities from our kohine.
Well, it's lifting as well, and you can just see them out of picture. There's crowds starting to form around this showcase court now that the semi-finals basketball on display.
Pangai kaipare. Good defense from our kaipare, from our defenders. Oh, Tatarawa e hot. Ooh.
And the tūrapa ends up in the hands of Tauranga Girls. And the Kuruwhiwhi Rua is long. But the tūrapa stays. And the Kuruwhiwhi Rua. Gorgeous shot there for Tauranga Girls. They take a 7-5 lead here, just over halfway through the match. And the hut is going to be called, just grabbing the roller there out of that screen. And a shout out to Joshua Thompson, recently named Junior Tall Ferns coach, tuning in. We miss you, Joshy. I hope you're up here. If not, maybe next year. As the tūrapa looks like it was hit out there from Tauranga Girls. And it's going to stay Hamilton Girls.
Good passing from our girls high. Here we are. Oh, tough move. Tatarawa hot.
Just got hit there on the arm with the hara. And so we're going to see Kuru Tautuku. And converts that easily. Didn't even hit the tapa.
Aye.
What's nothing but net of Māori?
Kore engari he nete. Taku nei mohio.
I'm not even going to repeat that. But it sounds good. A beautiful language, the Māori language. And so it's going to be Tauranga Girls here with the ball, just nursing a 1-point lead. Again, just running out of their off-ball screen, looking at the different options, flipping screens, holding them.
Oh,
tough turnaround.
Kapai, jump shot there, bit of a fade away.
And off the tapa. And Josh Thompson, of course, is JTF coach. Watching, some of these girls are going to be potentially in New Zealand camp coming up, so awesome to see the 3x3 abilities being showcased and going into 5-on-5 as well. Two different sports, almost like 7s and 15s in rugby, but if you can master both, you're a pretty good athlete.
Check out our replay at Te Whānau. Good move from our Hamilton Girls high. And we have Tauranga Girls with our ball right now.
Nice ball movement there. Here is Palace Hokianga. Lovely spin move. Great find into the corner. And Kuruwhiwhi Rua is good.
We've got some ringa kuru on our hands there. We've got some shooters on our hands. Oh, Tatarawa.
That looked good from here, though. We had a good view in the commentary booth. Tauranga Hokianga out of the corner. Woo! And the Kuruwhiwhi Rua is good again.
Wera, she's on fire.
And showing their class now, aren't they? Tauranga Girls College opening up this 12-6 lead, showing why they're undefeated thus far in the tournament. Again into the off-ball screen, and it makes it so tough to defend.
Good defenders. Oh,
off the tapa, and the tūrapa ends up in the hands of Tima Parawaka. Step back is good.
Kapai. Number 9, Nelson.
And another deep. The Kuruwhiwhi Rua. They're going to burn the roof off this building very shortly. These Wahine. The best shooting display we've seen this morning thus far.
Aye.
And proving why the elite grade is what it is.
Yes. Oh, here we are. Top boy.
Hokianga just dancing there a little bit. Hokianga. Oh. Nearly an athletic save there from the other court. As we said, 12 courts going at once across the 6 courts at Bruce Pulman Arena. As we have a look at the action replay. Great work from our producers as always. Ash, if you're listening, your young man, he has learned from the best, giving us the best action replays.
Kopai, we have girls high with our boy Naine Te Whānau. So you're going to look for some space. Try and look for a good drive. Here we are.
Up and in, and the heart is drawn there. Great move there from Elise Gilbert. Quickly shoots.
Nice.
The Kuru Tautuku.
Kapa we have Rima te kau he kona. E toiana e te whānau, 15 seconds. E toiana. Oh, draws in the foul.
Such a great move there off the Papa Muri as we have another look on this action replay. Beautiful spin. Uses the tapa and the Papa Muri beautifully. And a chance here with the Kuru Tautuku.
Oh. Good shot. Kapai. Oh, fast release.
Oh, not going down here without a fight. Hamilton girls for the down point, 5 points, 20 seconds. They can get 3 quick steals, but it's tough against this classy Tauranga girls outfit.
Kapai, ngā kaipare. Good defenders.
Gonna have to get this off quickly.
Oh!
Get the offensive tūrapa.
Here's the 2. Good match.
Outstanding match here of 3x3 basketball. Tauranga Girls College will be in this afternoon's final, taking down Hamilton Girls High School 11. Max, who was your standout player for that one?
Takune Mohio. My standout player from our Tauranga Girls was Temepara Walker, the number teko.
We're going to take a quick break here and we'll be back with boys elite action, Rosmini versus Mags.
Kapai, ka kite ano.
From us, it's a huge thank you to New Zealand Carbon Farming. Certainly the opportunities and the sponsorship that's been provided is pretty crucial for our school.
We're buying new volleyball gear, so volleyball nets, balls and the stands to attach the volleyball nets to the floor.
New Zealand Carbon Farming sponsorship, we've used it to purchase some table tennis tables which give our students an extra activity to be involved in during lunch times, allows them to keep active and enjoy their school day a little bit more.
Thank you New Zealand Carbon Farming for giving us these tables.
We've got some really good table tennis players in the school. I can see it actually growing into a slightly more competitive sport for our students as well.
We'd just like to thank you from Tauranga High School. See.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah.
This isn't about long-distance calling, technology, or living overseas.
Do I have one more bid? Thank you.
We're going to go 1. We
Going twice.
And we are sold to the Kiwi phone bidder from Manchester.
It's about Bailey's finding buyers that others can't.
A big thank you to Apollo Projects for providing the funding.
It's really helped our kids to have more opportunities. Gaining the extra funding really goes a long way to providing opportunities.
We are low on the socioeconomic index, so our students haven't got $200 when we're going away for these trips.
Students often miss out on opportunities because of the financial commitment.
More often than not, the student has to give up their sport.
With the funding from Apollo Projects, we've been able to lower travel costs to allow more students to participate in secondary school competitions.
Your generosity has enabled us to enable these students to be able to play in these sports, be able to just be the best versions of themselves.
We're really grateful, and I cannot express that enough about how and what it means to us.
I just want to welcome everyone here today, all you beautiful Whanganui people.
These hoops are pretty mean, eh?
Tēnā tātou I te iwi, nau mai hoki mai anō ki Pulman Arena ki Takanini ki Tāmaki Makaurau. Te kemu e whai ake nei for Rosmini College, Rosmini Red versus Mount Albert Grammar and the Senior Boys Elite semi-final number 1.
And our teams for this game for Rosmini College, number 10, Chris Wiley, number 1, Zion Anderson, number 35, Harlan Rudin, and 17, Josh Wiley.
And the Mount Albert Grammar School team, we have number 13, Louis Uri, Dante Matakatia, and number 11, wearing the number 7 singlet, Harry Coker-Gray, and number 15, Romani Keith Piraua. Battle of the big schools again, mate. Battle of the Bridge.
Oh yeah, big one. Two teams that love playing against each other, especially their 5-on-5 coaches, Matt Lacey and Daryl Cartwright. A lot of experience in the room anytime those two jump in a kōrero.
How much of a difference is having a top-level player coach junior basketball through to senior basketball to this level?
I think it makes a massive difference just from the point of they've been there and they've done that. They've kind of seen the pathway that the players need to take. But I mean, anytime I chat to Matt, you ask him, he still thinks he doesn't even know what he's doing. So he keeps it very humble, but that's a man who's the ceiling for his coaching pathway is wherever he wants to take it. But it's awesome for Rosmini seeing what he's built and what they've done in that school the last probably 10 years.
Right.
And then for Mount Albert as well, they've always been there or thereabouts. Dropped out of the Premier grade for a few years. Then when Daryl came in, to see the depth that they've built in routinely around one of the top teams in the nation. So,
do the coaches usually follow their whānau? Do they go coach their sons at schools, or do they go and coach family that they know at other schools that need help, or do they just do it for the love of the game? Well,
case by case basis. I believe DC got a job at Mount Albert Grammar. That's how he ended up there. His sons attended that school, or are attending that school. For Matt, he's a Rosmini old boy. Got dragged back in. Started with the junior prem team. Then assisted Dave Mackay for a year before taking over full-time on the top team. And what he's done for Rosmini College is nothing short of outstanding. You can see why he's the junior Tall Black coach moving into the next cycle.
Yeah, my coaching experience was always, if my kids wanted to play, they needed a coach and no one else would do it. I wasn't an expert in the field, but just loved getting my kids out on the court. And if that meant me giving away my Saturdays and my Fridays and my Mondays and Tuesdays for practices, then so be it. But you can definitely see the difference in the coaching. the high level coaching, the difference it makes with these guys, and it helps that you have a couple of 6'6" guys in your team too that can play ball.
Very experienced referee crew as well. We've got Brad, whose clippers, it looks like, ran out halfway through his haircut. And Liam Camelot Allen out of Harbour, who's still a very young referee, but a man who's very driven and
I was actually, that haircut kind of looks like our co-commentary, our teammate, looks like a bit like his haircut. I think Max Heights has a little bit more behind a hat than our referee does.
Disclaimer for those at home who think I'm throwing shade on Brad, just because I'm jealous that I can't grow that haircut anymore, mate.
Hair's overrated, mate. Some people make no hair look good.
It was interesting, I was listening to you guys commentate this Rosmini team yesterday.
Yes.
And you were asking whether or not the Wiley brothers are twins. As we see, hello.
Gilda.
Now we're on camera. Actually, triplets.
Triplets?
So there is another Wiley as well.
Wow.
Doesn't play basketball, but yeah, I mean, it's hard enough picking apart twins, let alone triplets. As here's Josh Wiley and the hara already called Brad Clive.
So the intensity from the first play. So you know all these kids personally? You've been following Auckland basketball obviously for a long time?
I don't know them, a lot of them personally. I've seen them through the years. Harry Coker Gray's one that I've kind of seen come through from under 15s. Now into under 19s, a very impressive player for Mount Albert Grammar. But gosh, I mean, when I got out of basketball, these kids were under 15, and now they're basically men. It's scary to see just how physically talented they are. As Coker Gray there draws the hara.
Yep, going to the line.
And we're talking before about how Anton Siusiu's dad, Ants, played for the Warriors.
Played for the Warriors.
Zion Anderson's dad also played for the Warriors back in the day.
Ah.
And I always get it wrong. I can't remember if it's Vinny or Louis Anderson that it was.
I was going to throw one of those names up, and then I remembered there was two of them.
There's Zion there with the Kuruwhiwhi Rua. And it's Rosmini's first points on the board.
Oh, nice delay. Nice head fake there to get the defender up in the air.
And one there, beautiful finish for Dante Marakatia. Had a great secondary school nationals last year for Mount Albert Grammar. And no doubt he'll want to go deeper into the tournament come October. We've got to start here, right?
That's right, that's right.
Here's Wiley, shot there on the Rua, fight for the tūrapa. And it's going to stay white ball.
That's the intensity that they're going to pay right to the final whistle.
Here is Josh Wiley.
One of three brothers.
Well, it helps as well when they select pretty similar numbers as well, 17 and 10.
Right.
They don't look too far apart live. But
no, that's right. We picked it up yesterday. Took us a little while to figure it out, but the two boys stood out for their team yesterday along with Zion. He was their go-to man when things needed to be done.
Great take from Coker Gray. Hits the tupper though, and the tūrapa in the hands of Chris Wiley.
Oh, unlucky.
No look past there, hits the bottom of the Papa Moody.
Get up, big man. Dante Matakatia. It's an interesting name, that one. I played a bit of sport with Matakatia, but not in basketball. I knew the whānau well from fielding and played softball with them on the Gold Coast in Brisbane. A man that went by the name of Corey Matakatia, who was a black sock back in the day, had moved over to the Gold Coast like a lot of New Zealanders do.
Great take there from Wiley, draws the hara, and he's going to go to the line.
These games just seem to just move by so quickly. There's so much action non-stop, other than when we're having these free throws. It just seems to be non-stop. How do these young fellas last that long? How do they give so much energy for so long?
It's incredible to me. I mean, you look at the amount of games they've played. This is now game 8 for Rosmini, game 9 for Mount Albert Grammar. It's tough, but it just shows you now the conditioning that these young kids have and the knowledge that they're getting from people who have been there and done that. I think in Auckland, Logan Boddicker especially, as we see the Kuruwhiwhi Rua, just the knowledge that he can pass on and the programs they can get them in. I mean, athletes now compared to 15 years ago. That's quite incredible.
To the hoop there.
Coker Gray there short.
Coker Gray just short on the...
And steps out there from Harlan Roden. Not a player I've seen a lot of out of Rosmini, but what I saw yesterday seems a very impressive young athlete.
Yeah. Looks very young. Got a lot of growth to do in the sport, both physically and mentally. These big schools have such great basketball programs. It's just the opportunities that our kids have these days. And I'm thinking about when I was a kid, you played sport for fun, and winning was fun. But there wasn't the pathways that there are for these guys, whether it's basketball, whether it's football, whether it's any sport under the sun. Professional sport is a viable option for a lot of these boys.
And it's awesome as well. The coverage on Whakata Māori was flicking through a few channels yesterday in the breaks, watching a bit of ultimate frisbee.
Oh, wicked.
Bit of touch.
Waka Amara in Rotorua. I saw one of my students in Toihohomai is a whitewater rafter. He's finished high school now. But I was talking to him about the water polo that they play on kayaks, so kayak polo.
That stuff is rude. Have you ever seen some of the crashes that happen on that when they're going for the ball at the start?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Crazy.
Chiropractors must love that sport.
Yeah.
Right, here's Wiley on the wing. Nice little slip screen there from Anderson. Opens up some room in the corner.
Kuru Fafirua is good.
And that's going to be Josh Wiley. That would be a good little trick, wouldn't it, if they just swapped their jerseys?
I wonder how many times they swap jerseys to do their exams at school.
As off the Papa Moody there. Lovely finish from Coca Gray. Josh Wiley to his brother off the Papa Moody. It's still Saturday. Bank is open.
The bank is open. Whānau, Ngā Pero, Rosmini College, Te Kaumatahi, Ki Mags, Mount Albert Grammar, Te Whetū for 11-7, 4 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Is it still close enough for Mags to get into it?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we saw in that last game how hot both teams got from behind the rua.
Yeah.
That it's only 2 shots and you're straight back into a tie game. So
and here's the first one.
Coca Gray just leaves
Coca
that
Gray
one short.
Knows what's needed.
Here is Josh Wiley up the top. Finds a roll on. Beautiful.
Mr. Wiley, number 10. A little bit long on the Kuru Fafirua, but he's in there for the dish. Easy basket. Beautiful pass, beautiful vision. Mags with reply.
Again. Just proving his class as the hut is drawn.
No basket there. Ngā Pero, Kaumarua ki te iwa. Rosmini still up as we look at the replay on that shot there.
And just the form, no hesitation at all, just catch and shoot straight away.
Shoot. Yeah, beautiful to watch.
Love to see that as Anderson finds a roll on.
Yeah.
Pretty easy, harder to call there.
Yeah. Rosmini probably would have liked it to play on that one. Yep, close battle. 20 minutes to get to toy, 3 minutes to go. Great backdoor cut. Oh, he's looking for Mr.
Maybe he thought it was Zion Anderson that was back there. It was going to get up for
They threw one for Zion yesterday, and Kayla and I were both out of our chair waiting for the finish, but it was just over the reach of Zion.
Beautiful finish there from Keith Herawa. Here's Anderson.
12-10 Whānau, only one shot in it. Kuru Fafirua, tie them all up.
Was talking about his dad, but also his sister, Asia, is part of the Northern Kahu team.
That's awesome.
Former Hamilton Girls High School. So pretty athletic family. Must have had some good games in the driveway as kids. As Anderson leaps there for the block.
You know, as a dad, and I've played plenty of backyard basketball with my boys, and I enjoyed it right up until the minute that they could beat me. You have to turn it into rugby instead of basketball, and that, for me, ended at probably my eldest son being 15 or 16. He wasn't as big as me, and I could tackle him a bit harder he could me, but the skill factor and the dad's opportunity to win those games quickly went out the window.
Oh, great find there for Zion Anderson. Spins into the double, though. Tough, hard to call.
Yeah. I would have let that go and caught the 3. It's just how they've been letting it go. But again, it's adjusting to what you have in front of you in terms of the Kaiwa Wawa referee for the day.
That's going to be the 6th team foul on Mag. So any time now that they foul,
2 free throws.
Rosmini will go to the free throw line and shoot. And just a little miscommunication there.
Yeah, Zion knew he wanted that backdoor cut pass, and his teammate there just misread on the plate.
There's Katia up the top. Good switch there from Rosmini.
Tell you what, I was talking about Corey playing softball with Corey. Must be a relation because Corey was about 5'2", mate, and this kid. Corey won't hear anything I say. He lives over in the Gold Coast, so I'm safe for any feedback on that comment.
As Wiley there with the Kuru Fafirua and the Rosmini faithful in the background. You can just see them on the back of your screen.
Beautiful move.
Loving that.
Dante Matakatia.
Oh, what a finish there off the Papa Moody.
Who needs to shoot the two when you can make two quick layups just like that?
And now just one bucket away as well. If Rosmini can't get anything out of this possession, as Anderson there hits the tapa and the two-up into Matakatia, but they can tie this ball up here with the Kuru Whiwhiroa.
And here it is. There it is. Oh,
just short
good
there off the tapa. Oh, great little handoff there. Wiley in the corner. Off the tapa, and the two-upper gets it back.
Two-upper to Rosmini.
25 seconds here to play.
In between games, I was standing on the sideline, and I know we don't have a shot clock, but I was listening to the refs, Sao Kai Wawao, calling out the shot clock for the players on the court. So it's kind of not something I've heard a lot. So I don't know if the four refs are doing that. 10 seconds, Whānau. Komar Whākins, Komar Rua, 2 points in it. Rosmini's in a hurry. Not quite sure why.
Mags for the tie. And so Rosmini College are going to go through to the final this afternoon. Eric, who was your standout player in that one?
Oh, mate. For Mount Albert Grammar, the tall man, Mr. Matakatia, Dante, stood out there for, in my eyes. Rosmini, the Wiley boys, 2 or 3 on the court. Imagine how good they'd be if they had the third one out there. Sorry, a little brother, or younger brother, older brother, middle brother, which one is he?
I don't know, actually. That's a good question.
They're all the same age as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, no, outstanding game of basketball, mate. For you, who stood out for you?
It's going to be Zion Anderson. I think he's really developed physically this last year, and he started to take off. It's great to see.
Right, Kapai Whānau Takame Whaiakene. After the break, we're coming back. Westlake versus St Andrews. That's a Senior Girls Elite semi-final number 2. Back after these words from our sponsor, Gelda.
As a small rural school, obviously travel is an issue for us. We compete often in the Waikato competitions, and so anything that gives us an opportunity to provide sporting chances to our students is very welcomed.
We are very grateful for the funding. It's going to help a lot of our students here at Tikuti High School, especially one of our students, Callum Headley. He has made the New Zealand Kia Orahi team.
Callum making the New Zealand team is great for Callum and for the school, but it also provides that impetus for other students coming through to see that you can come from a small school and achieve great things.
We are very grateful to have it because it helps us out a lot with our travel and accommodation to all our tournaments.
All of those essential things that he needs to be paid for. The biggest thing is helping his parents.
And that's thanks to support that we get from Callum Whānau.
This isn't an ad about four-wheel drives. It's about knowing the place, as well as the locals.
We found the place. That's a good start. Built by my great-grandfather 20 years ago.
big thank you to Apollo Projects for providing the funding.
It's really helped our kids to have more opportunities. Gaining the extra funding really goes a long way to providing opportunities.
We are low on the socioeconomic index, so our students haven't got $200 when we're going away for these trips.
Students often miss out on opportunities because of the financial commitment.
More often than not, the student has to give up their sport.
With the funding from Apollo projects, we've been able to lower travel costs to allow more students to participate in secondary school competitions.
Your generosity has enabled us to enable these students to be able to play in these sports, be able to just be the best versions of themselves.
We're really grateful, and I cannot express that enough about how and what it means to us.
No time to fluff around today? No worries. Just swing into Caltex and pay for fuel with Pay an App to speed on through. Oh yeah, feels good. Use it at your local participating Caltex.
Tēnā tātou iti, we nau mai hoki mai anō ki Pulman Arena, Takanini, Tāmaki Makaurau. Kei konei mātou mo te kura tuarua, whakataitai, āmutu, ōmutu, toru ki te toru. Secondary schools 3-on-3 here at Pulman Arena, Takanini in Auckland. Te kemu whaia ke nei, ko Westlake versus St Andrews. Senior Girls Elite semi-final number 2.
And so our lineup for Westlake Girls High School: Emma Kay, Schroeder, Lily Fotu, Amy Pateman and Rebecca Moores.
For St Andrews, we have Charlotte Seddon, Kavana Lean, Rafferty Powell, Ella Sharp and Ophelia Powell. Sisters in there, I'm picking just by the names. What do you know about these schools, mate?
Well, I know this is a repeat of last year's awesome secondary school final. Westlake Girls got the victory in that one, and I was having a quick scroll of Instagram this morning before I got down here. And Mr. Eves, Ben Eves, he used to coach at Westlake Boys, now at St Andrews, and he said there's a bit of unfinished business today, so this should be an extremely high-level match that I'm looking forward to watching.
So whereabouts, for those of us that aren't geographically knowledgeable, whereabouts are these two schools based?
Yeah, so Westlake is on Auckland's North Shore.
Cool.
And then St Andrews College is out of Christchurch.
Christchurch. Battle of the Mutu, North Island, South Island. So, St Andrews, big school, they go to nationals for secondary schools?
Yep, they finished second in the girls last year.
Wow.
And I tell you what, depending on how they go today, maybe they put a little cross on their back and say we're the favourites for 5-on-5 come October. But it's awesome to see, obviously, teams just building at this stage of the year, just trialling. As you see in 3x3, you see a lot of two wahine and three wahine actions that you're going to build out into your 5-on-5. So that's why this tournament's at such a perfect time of the year. You're just starting to get into your offensive systems, work on your wahine to wahine defense, and build from there into the season, and then come nationals, you're polished and ready to go.
My days as a coach or following my children around for nationals, we were always small schools, and it was a long week hanging around for nationals. Loved it to the end. Our kura would make it to the semis, or I don't think our boys ever made it to the finals when I was following my son around, but never really had a chance to hang around and watch the big schools. So to be here this week, to see the talent, to see the basketball on display, I'm thoroughly thankful to Whakaata Māori and our other sponsors for allowing us to be here today. I'll probably take an opportunity actually just to thank some of our sponsors, because without their support we wouldn't be here, and you wouldn't be watching our children, your children play this weekend. So big shout out to Whakaata Māori, to the host Basketball Association, Auckland Basketball Services, to this amazing arena, Pulman Arena in Takanini, and to our sponsors Moulton, Bailey's, New Zealand Carbon Farming, Caltex and Apollo Projects. Again, without their support, our children, our tamariki would be watching or playing without us being able to view from home. Anyway, game time, Karawhiua.
A little action there from Stack out the gate.
Beautiful basket there.
Lovely finish, Kavana Lene, as MK Schroeder finishes there with the Kuruwhiwhi Rua. Heralded by the Boston was a staple of Harbour age group teams, and MK looking to go one better than her brother. As you see the Hara there drawn.
Yep.
And to the line will go Ophelia Powell.
Well, they've set their intentions early, taking the ball to the hoop, taking it to their opponents.
No good there off the tupper.
Yeah, off the tupper.
And some very good younger siblings in this Westlake team. Lily Fotu, her older sister, Amia.
Yep.
She was the starter for Westlake last year. And then Rebecca Moore's, her two older siblings, James and Jess, are at Colorado State playing basketball.
Wow.
So pretty awesome to see younger siblings following in their older siblings' footsteps.
St Andrews take it to the hoop.
Great finish there from Ella Sharp. Off the Papamuri. Calm as you like with the right hand.
Yep.
And Amy Payman just losing the handle. One of the stars for Westlake last year in that final.
Yeah. And just like that final, we're 2 minutes in, 2 minutes deep. Pero, Rua ki te tahi.
Oh, great step back.
Kuruwhiwhi Rua, just a bit long on that. Difficult shot, that step back. It's hard enough to shoot a three standing upright, let alone trying to do it in a step back action.
Here is Moores to the hoop, hits the tap up against the two-rapper. Up and in off the Papamuri.
Beautiful basket.
As we keep it positive, thank you to Catherine Jealous.
We didn't get any of that yesterday, but a favouritism, that's all right. We've got an expert in the box with us today, Whānau.
Here is Emma K. Schroeder. Was a member of the New Zealand under-15 girls team last year.
Just a tactical foul there. Hara just get a substitute coming in.
That's what I love about it as well. Every stoppage, just subs run.
Yeah.
It's cool to see. Here is Fotu up the top, finds Moores out of the high post. Hand off there to Pateman.
Looking for the pick and roll. Piki Meterori from our our co-commentator Max Barnett from Ngā Tai Aotea Wharekura. Just a bit of a transliteration there. Trying to figure out what a Māori kupu would be.
Hey, Max is doing an outstanding job the last 2 days.
Yeah, it's great.
Mic.
Yeah, it's great to bring our young rangatahi, give them a taste of what it's like, I guess. He's not a basketball expert by any means, but I think Max has thoroughly enjoyed his time here, calling the odd game and helping us out with our reo Māori, which is mostly appreciated.
Bodies on the floor, ends up in the hands of Stack. Just slowing things down here. Rafferty Powell hands that one off the tupper.
Yeah, Ella Sharp with the Kuruwhiwhi Rua. Just a little bit wayward on that one, not by much. I'm sure she'll be able to adjust her shot to be able to get that in there. All right, ball from the top.
Here is Amy Pateman.
Beautiful drive with the right hand.
Hits the Papa Moody, but can't get that one to drop. And away comes Ophelia Powell. Well stripped though, great find to Fotu with the left hand. Easy as you like.
The steal, the vision, the pass, and the finish. Doesn't get any better than that, does it?
Absolutely not. Done a lot of work with Zach Fitzgerald out of Hoop 33, Amy Pateman. And definitely a player to watch this year, once we get into the business end in October.
In my last couple of years at Ngā Tai Aotea, I was lucky enough to have the opportunity to coach, help co-coach our girls team. I enjoy coaching the girls basketball. The boys program was always already covered by other coaches that have been there for a long time. I was there with a good mate of mine, Aaron Edwards, father of Ripika Edwards, who was the MVP in last year's
She was seriously impressive last year.
Yeah,
she was outstanding.
She's always been, talented. She was always going to be there for us. She was supported by the girls that are playing here this year, her year 12s from last year, Pity Lewis, another little firecracker, I guess you could call her. She's just all day, every day. Her older brother is currently in the Franklin Bulls squad, Te Tuhi Lewis. Played 1 year with us at Ngā Taiatea and ended up going to...
Tatui is not playing genuine minutes in this year's NBL. For me, there is something wrong. That kid is a hooper.
He's a talent, eh? We were down at Nationals his first year playing for Taiatea, and Stacey Lambert was watching. We were playing against Manukura, and he only saw him for a couple of minutes. He said, "Who's that kid? That kid's got skill. That kid knows how to ball. He's a baller." So hopefully, Tatuhi, if you're listening, mate, there's a shout out to you and to your whānau, to your sister Koha for her coaching of Ngā Taiatea this year, and also to Piri Lewis, your little sister, who's a little beast on the court, just like the two of you. Anyway, back to the game on hand, whānau. Westlake, St Andrews, Ngā Piro, Whāki te Whā.
Nice little tūrapa there from Kavana Lene.
5 minutes ki te toi, 4 minutes to go, 4.5 minutes.
Great take, and the hara is called on Amy Pateman. That is going to be the second foul on Westlake girls.
So just the one free throw. It's going as you called it, mate. It's going to be neck and neck. Go right to the end.
Well, two outstanding programs.
Yep.
Westlake coached by Bronwyn Davidson again. Her 3 kids, all outstanding basketball athletes in their own right.
Wow.
And Schroeder, beautiful finish with the left hand. Something her brother never did.
Something about boys, you know, they just don't work as hard as the girls. They just rely on their natural talent. That's a lie, but...
Here is Rafferty Powell.
Being harassed at the 2-point line. The deep 2. Kurufawhirua.
Off the tapa, and the tūrapa there, scrappy. Thought Schroeder could have put a bit of body on the defender, doing a bit of a Rocco Chang there, not boxing out correctly, but it's going to end up a Westlake girls basketball.
Like
Pateman pulls the trigger straight away.
Looked good until it came off. Just ricochet to the side. Shooter's going to keep on shooting it all day long.
Great rebound there from Moores. Looking for Pateman into the on-ball, slips that nicely. High post catch, spin.
Oh, she's tough. She's a very tall lady. Quite lean, but she's very physical. She's not afraid of the tough stuff. It's
great
to
finish
see.
there, Alice Sharp with the left hand. Pateman.
Oh!
And you can't give Pateman any space. That's wide open for her.
Fafidua is good.
Oh, lovely spin. Sharp off the Papamuri and the tapa.
Papamuri. Kick out.
Pateman again.
Is she hot?
Little heat check. Moores, though, that's the benefit of having a player like that in your team. Step through from Fotu and one. Draws the hara, converts off the Papamuri. Lily Fotu.
Lily Fotu. Oh, make these and one. Ono ki te waru. 8-6. 2 points in it. What St Andrews got? Taking it straight to the rim.
And good call there from the referee. Thought Moores there, which is a bit overly aggressive.
Protecting the paint like all good centres should. All good bigs should. Not in my house, she's saying. No easy baskets here.
So here's Powell. And converts the Kudu Tautuku. As we see, it looks like Nico from BBNZ, the high performance manager, here taking some photos as tough finish
from Moores. Rebecca Moores, sorry.
Great steal there from Amy Pateman. And which way is this foul going to go?
There might have been an intentional. Someone's looking for a sub out. Great to see that at this level they're allowing 2 extra subs per team.
And it makes a big difference as well over a 4-day tournament when you're playing 10+ games.
Yeah. One injury is the difference between having to play a whole tournament or the rest of the tournament with only 3. What happens if you lose your second player? Can't play with 2? No, that's a...
I believe you can.
Oh, you can?
You can.
Wow.
You lose that second player though, then you're done and dusted. Here's Pateman up the top. Out of the...
Shoot it. She's a baller. She's got some skill, this girl. Got some vision.
Trying to find a little rescreen there. Finds Schroeder.
And puts up a screen of her own. Oh, and...
finishes the Kurufifi Toru. Thought there might have been a hara called as well.
Yeah, no, defender got away with that one.
And good strip there.
Just under a minute, whānau. Kaumatahi Fitu, 11-7.
So we have another look at that Schroeder Kurufifi Rua. And a technical foul there called on number 11, Kavana Lene.
Technical foul, hara turi. First time I've had to use that kupu today, or even this weekend, I should say.
It's not a call you see very often as well.
What do you think that was for? I missed that. I was too busy checking out the scores. 20 seconds to go.
Oh, I'm sure she probably had something to say to a referee. That's anyway. That's getting called. Short there off the tupper. Tūrapa goes in the hands of Payment, and she's just going to dribble us out.
Yeah. She's in there. She's enjoying herself.
Great skill there, Schroeder. And that's one that could have got on the highlight tape.
Yeah. Fantastic game there from our girls. Pick of the game for you, mate. Player of the game, who stood out for you?
Just the consistency of Rebecca Moores.
Yep.
Her screening, her rebounding, her finishes around the hoop. Classy player, classy win. Well done, Westlake girls.
Congratulations, Westlake girls. Westlake girls progressing to our senior girls elite final, coming a little bit later. Te Kemu Whaiakene whānau St John's Eagles versus STC Senior Boys Elite. Second semi-final, and that'll be kicking off at 20 past 11. All right, see you back after a few words from our kind sponsors. Kia ora.
So Hoops and Parks pilot is a first and shows local councils and sports trusts that if you have some oversight over community spaces, if you build it, people are going to play, and Flaxmere today's been a great example of that.
Yeah, look, I've been part of the Hoops and Schools project pretty much since the outset, and it's proven to be a wonderful formula for bringing kids into basketball, bringing communities together. So I think this is a really natural progression to get more hoops in as many places as we can throughout New Zealand, bring communities together in different parts, and let them experience how fun basketball can be, being outside and playing with their friends.
I mean, today's been awesome. It's so cool having this court set up, such awesome hoops, and you know, now for these Flaxmere residents, it's 10 minutes or less to get to their local court, and these kids can come after school, before school, hang out with their mates and get some shots up.
I think it's definitely going to have a positive impact. I mean, as you can see right now, the turnout's been pretty good, so especially in Hawke's Bay, it's always pretty sunny out here, so I think there's going to be kids filling these courts up most days, so it's definitely going to be a positive impact.
Hoops like this are open for everyone at all times, and we're just able to enhance the skill level of participants and get everyone who wants to be involved in basketball involved.
Oh, this impact here is positive as, like very positive for especially this area. This park has been desolate for many years, so now just by putting this hoop, you know, in here, it's going to attract a lot of the youth here, and it's positive. You know, encourage other councils to support this initiative, Hoops and Parks. Man, it's a really positive vibe, especially on a day like this. I'd love to see this out in, you know, places like Taranaki, even Kaiti. You know, it's really positive for the youth, and it's an opportunity for them to find a safe haven, you know, a place where they can call, you know, hang out and chill with their mates, and yeah. What about you, son?
It's awesome. I've had heaps of fun. I've been really enjoying it, especially when we did the activity, like the one where you could choose which side to go to, because I won that and I got the singlet, and it's just been awesome. Yeah.
It's great. There's a lot of people who can have a chance to actually do it, because we haven't had these type of fancy hoops before here, and it's really great.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this isn't about what we wore back in the day.
We're going to go now. Going once, going twice. No more offers. Sold!
It's about being trusted to get a better result for our clients since 1973.
Having this funding, being able to use it specifically
targeting sport and to promote sport in schools is hugely beneficial.
Sport's huge in our community. If you have a look at our wall in there, we get a lot of New Zealand sports reps come out of the area, so it's really important they have that outlet to come to kura for another reason other than curriculum, and for some reason in our water our kids just breathe sport, and having that resource here makes life that much more enjoyable and they can keep doing what they're good at.
There's so much learning that you can achieve through sport, whether that's your relationships, your mental, physical well-being.
I just want to thank New Zealand Carbon Farming for, first of all, taking the initiative and supporting schools like ours.
It's nice to know that what's happening out on our farms is going to come back to our rural communities and be spent on the students here at Kilpil College.
Want to catch a fuel bargain with Caltex and Supergold? Scan your Caltex app, Flybuys or Airpoints for 6 cents off per litre with Pumped. And show your Supergold card for an extra 2 cents off. Ah, feels good.
Nau mai hoki mai te iwi. Nau mai whakatau mai ki tēnei whakataitau toru ki te toru, 3x3. Ko ngā tīma e whawhai ana, e pakanga ana mataku he, ko St. John's, raua ko St. Thomas College.
Welcome back here to Pulman Arena, and a big boys elite semi-final, St. John's and St. Thomas's. And as we always do in the commentary booth, I'm going to have to quickly run off and get us some numbers, Max. So you hold the fort. I'll be back in a minute.
Any numbers? Say that. How's that, mate? It's St. Thomas's. They got it wrong. Hey? St. Thomas's. Oh, what?
Oh, we kare. Nau mai hoki mai e hoa. He's welcome back because our co-worker is going to go get our numbers there, Tama.
That's the beautiful thing, isn't it? Everyone just chips in, gets it across the line. I was watching the teams warm up and I was like, well, that's not St. Andrews. We better make some changes. So, thank you for the Jealous one, Catherine Jealous, for giving us the names. And now Mata Eric is just going to go get us some numbers. But Max, some big bodies in this game. And so we're going to go through St. John's College first. Samuel Magoff, Manaya Heke, Kirby Reed, and Elias Lepo. Then for St. Thomas of Canterbury, Louis Gordon, Riwa Simons, Hugo Gonzalez, Mana Martin, and Seb Wilson. Max, did you watch any of these teams play yesterday?
No. Fresh eyes? Yeah, I've seen St. John's go at it with Raukura Rotorua Boys High. That was an intense game yesterday. We've seen all our crowd pumping up yesterday. It was so mean at the iwi. But yeah, hopefully we're in for a good match today.
But I don't know if you saw, I believe it's court 7. There was a lot of people crowding the court as it went into overtime, and then the court got rushed when the game winner finally got hit. But it's great to see, isn't it? The young kids, everyone's getting around everyone else, supporting the other schools, so onwards and upwards in 2023.
So as they're getting warm up, what are your predictions on this game, my bro?
It's a tough one to call. Haven't seen a lot of either team, but I like the look of St. John's, especially young Elias Lepo. His father Mason was a church college. Old boy, extremely good player in the 90s. Coaches his sons now. Older brother Kai Noah came back from his mission last year, was in the Auckland Tuatara squad. So he's one I'm looking forward to seeing. And then St. Thomas's, I mean, anytime a Canterbury school is involved in a semi-final, you know that they're going to be a good squad. So looking forward to see them playing as well. What about yourself, Max? What are you looking forward to?
Ki tēnei wā, I might go a bit of an opposite on the other side. On who was it? St. John's College. Because see a bit of tall people there. So Oh yeah, we got a few shooters. Here we are going for the paper, scissors, rock to see who starts off with our game at the iwi. Oh, St. John gets away with the win. Hopefully that goes in the end, but hey, hopefully though at the iwi.
Appreciate holding it down for me there, Max. Just needed to adjust the numbers there for St. John's. And my favourite thing of 3x3, how do you work out who gets the ball first? Paper, scissors, rock.
Paper, scissors, rock. Pepa, kuti, kuti, kohatu.
Old faithful. So 2 more games left in this morning session today. This one, St. John's versus St. Thomas's. And then afterwards, Epsom Girls Grammar taking on Hastings Girls High School before we have a quick break and get into the finals this afternoon. We will have our junior grades as well on the finals, so if you've got some young kids that are playing in that, tune in. Can't wait to see them on the live stream.
We have Roy Matahara Hap as our ref at the iwi. Roy Mata, don't know if she's a well-known New Zealand player, but we play for New Zealand once in their time. Hapai, we have 10 seconds left at the iwi.
I like how we get the countdown as well across the board for all the courts to get underway as St. John's there. Nice little flare screen out of the horns action. Good ball movement early, just taking their time. And no, harder called. And that's the beautiful thing of 3x3, isn't it, Max?
Yes.
They just let the players play. They don't try to overcall it. As Gordon, nice little pull-up, but off the tupper, and the two-rapper goes to St. John's. It's stepped up, hasn't it, today? Every game, I feel, just gets better and better as we go on.
St. John's with a point. Kapai.
And the two-rapper there for St. John's. And they're a good physical team, aren't they, St. John's? Looks like they've been in the gym a little bit as well. Working on the arms. Knew they're on the live stream.
Piki Fada.
Here is Gonzalez backing down to the hoop and draws Vahara. Called on the floor, so that's going to be a check ball up the top for St. Thomas's. And more people just keep coming into the stadium. It's getting packed in here.
Yes.
If you're in Tamaki Makaurau, come on down and watch the Stars of Tomorrow here at the New Zealand Basketball Secondary School 3x3 Championships.
Here we are trying to make a play, taking it to it. Oh, tata rawa e hoa, engari, I draw ia, te te hara, I draw rena whau e te iwi.
Got the DJ on deck as well, Max. What are some of the songs you're looking forward to hearing today?
Takanini mōhio. Bit of a little ice splash. Nah, bit of Ice Cube.
Isn't he playing tonight?
Takanini mōhio, yeah, I think so. I think he's playing tonight at a concert.
Right, here's St. John's. Oh, lovely spin move there from Kobe.
Good ball movement. Ooh.
Little step back and leaves that one short, but nearly a wonderful save there from Elias Lepo. And so it's going to be St. Thomas's ball. Down 2-1 here early in this boys elite semi-final. Winner takes on Rosmini College this afternoon.
We have St. Thomas with our ball back up at the top. And our points are to St. John's 2 and to St. Thomas's Tahiano.
Gonzalez is in and out there with the Kurufifi Roa. And Kobe Reed there just corralling the rebounds a lot. Here's Lepo dancing a bit. And can't corral there. The two-rapper Louis Gordon, so that's going to be St. John's ball. Nice little horns action here for St. John's. Little up fake.
Boy. Oh, good look out.
Mag off. Off the tupper. Big rebound there from Seb Wilson. Here's Gonzalez on the right wing.
Trying to look for some space, driving it in. Oh, tata rawa e hoa. Korowhiwhirua. Oh.
And both teams a little bit nervous, aren't they, from behind the rua?
Yeah.
So it's going to be whoever gets to the hoop, I feel, in this one and can convert those chances that's going to come out on top. As beautiful off the Papa Moody.
And this game is a fast game, eh? What? Fast game. Once you get that bucket, push it out so you can come back in.
Well, it's a serious battle of attrition after 4 days to try and last the length. 2 more games to go. Here's Magoff, thought about it. Reed turns the corner, takes the contact and finishes off the tapa. Your name's Kobe and you're wearing number 8.
Aira.
You gotta be a bucket. Rio spins out to Gonzalez. Asking for a shot clock violation off the foot.
Hey!
And quick sub running back in comes Elias Lepo. As we have another look at that from Kobe. Strong mid-2000s Kobe Bryant. Oh, with the right hand, that's tough. And lovely little finish there from Louis Gordon. Outstanding young man is Louis Gordon. A name to watch definitely for the future. Here is Lepo.
Trying to look for some space. St. John's.
Heke with the Kurufifi Rua. And that's a big shot there for St. John's, out to a 6-2 lead now over St. Thomas's of Canterbury.
Oh, good vision.
Great defense there actually from Mahania Heke.
Trying to make some plays, trying to make something out of nothing.
Heke again short there off the tapu. And foul called so he can get a little sub, get a breather. And Samuel Magoff will be back into the game for St. John's College. Shout out to the 43. Little pin down screen there on the weak side. And beautiful rip and take from Gonzalez. So that's going to be called on the floor. So that will not count. And we'll bring it back up for a check ball.
But here we go again, Tefano. Trying to make something. Takes it to the rim. He's good, cup high.
Beautiful finish there from Hugo Gonzalez. Tough with the left hand off the Papamuri and an off-ball foul there. Just temper starting to flare a little bit in the semi-final, Max.
Yeah.
Nice little horns action here for St. John's, back into the hands of Lepo. In the Kobe's.
Oh!
And flexes the muscles on the live stream.
Woo!
Impressive finish, now up 7-3 St. John's with the Kurutautuku to finish. As we have another look at that there on the action replay.
Bit of a peaky wharatera. Big wharatera.
Finishes that one, does a Lepo.
Oh, good move.
Louis Gordon.
Oh.
In and out off the tapa. Rebound, Reed. Off the
Nice
Papamuri
way.
and the tapa, that's good. Manai Heke. Impressive young player. Haven't seen a lot of him, but definitely one to watch.
Does not count, unfortunately.
2.5 minutes here to play. Of course, this is running clock. There will be stop clock in the last 2 minutes of the finals as Gonzalez just reaches to the sky. Drops that ball in the hoop.
Nice shot from St. John's.
Kuru Fifi Rua. Easy as you like. In and out there for Gonzalez. So here is Lepo up top.
Goodbye, St. John's with the ball. Trying to find a way in. Oh.
Great hands there from Louis Gordon, just stripping that one.
Good read from our defenders.
But no, Heke there, just sticking a little hand out, forcing the ball out, but it's still going to stay. St. Thomas of Canterbury, got to make something happen here with 1 minute and 45 seconds to play.
Oh.
Nearly beautifully there with the slipstream, but when you got a defender like Elias Lebeau, you've got to make sure those passes are crisp as he steals that one.
Ka pai. Sa Pero Ina nei, kia St. John's ko te tekau matai. Kia St. Thomas ko te whā. For our St. John's College, we have 11 points, and for St. Thomas, we have 4. With 1 minute and 10 seconds, 1 minute and 15 seconds to go with the iwi.
Nice defense there. Oh, tough. What a finish there from Manai Heke. And Gonzalez in and out, but he's going to shoot. So Gonzalez needs to get this in quickly, does so. And here comes Reed. Lebeau. No rush here as bodies on the floor, just keep the ball in for St. John's.
Yeah, we're feeling the pressure now at the iwi. Oh, nice. Nice way to get the ball, St. John's.
And a steal as well. Up 13-5, showing their class here, St. John's.
Oh, nice little touch.
Just taking out the sponsors' signage.
Oh.
Woo. Good finish there, though, from Hugo Gonzalez. 15 seconds to play here, St. John's.
Got a hut up.
Got a feel St. John's is just going to run this one out. 5 seconds to play.
So St. John's has snuck away with the win today.
And St. John's are your victors, 14-7, so they will play Rosemary College this afternoon in the boys' elite final. Max, who is your standout on that one?
My standout would have to be number 8 for St. John's, Mr. Kobe himself. He's put up some respect for that number 8 heart, so big props to him.
We're going to take a quick break here and we'll be back with the final girls semi-final. Epsom Girls Grammar versus Hastings Girls High School.
Hey, corner.
One of our biggest problems we have in New Zealand is lack of facilities, the lack of ability for kids to be able to just go in and shoot hoops. But our Hoops in Schools, Hoops in Parks project enables kids to be able to get out there and just have a go, you know, just be able to shoot hoops and have no boundaries, just go out there, have some fun. By not being able to get inside to a lot of facilities, this solves a lot of our problems. We're seeing the hoops that we've already installed just be so well utilised. Every time you drive past the school that's got these hoops in it, there's always kids using them. We know it's going to increase participation in our sport, which is a great thing.
Yeah, Hoops in Schools means to me just a lot of opportunity that when I look back and reflect on my experience at home in Pulman Arena and in the schools, and there wasn't a lot of hoops around, but there was the odd hoop, and we'd always meet there, all the locals, and we'd have a ball, have fun, and that was a game for all athletes that played all different sports.
It's fantastic to see the ongoing growth of the Hoops in Schools program across the country as we continue to go into different regions. Seeing Tamariki and Rangatahi continuing to have fun through better accessibility is just priceless. And the true value for us is seeing the positive impact it's having across communities here in New Zealand.
It's been absolutely fantastic. We've been able to put 24 hoops into 12 schools right across the province. They were installed a month or so ago, and already we've seen the impact that it's had with kids getting out in there and playing them outside of school hours and the weekends. It's really had a huge impact on the game.
It was good to get into the community today and see the kids just having fun and being able to, you know, have access to these amazing hoops that have been put into new communities, because a lot of schools don't have access to these things.
Now, looking at this initiative of putting a lot more hoops in schools is amazing. I've been to 3 or 4 schools today and just seeing the faces of this young tamariki has been awesome, and it makes you think about where we're headed and where we've been, and it brings a smile to my face too.
Whoops, running on empty? Enjoy a 6 cents per litre fuel discount at your local Caltex with Pumped every day. Ah, feels good, eh? Get it at any participating Caltex.
So sponsorship from New Zealand Carbon Farming has been fantastic for our sports teams actually who went away to tournament week. We're a community who's driven by sport, but often money and the cost of travel and the cost of accommodation and uniform can be a barrier for some of our students. So to be able to have the support of New Zealand Carbon Farming has been fantastic this year.
It's been used to get new uniforms and all that sort of thing. It makes us look a lot better than being in older uniforms from 2000s. It's good that it's reversible as well. Yeah, so you don't get confused with the other teams. Yeah.
One of the things that our students get down on, if you like, in sport is not looking as good as the other team, and to come out with a new uniform for a number of sports, particularly our basketball teams who have been away at nationals, has been uplifting for the students, for our students and for our community. The support from Carbon Farming has been wonderful.
Big thanks to New Zealand Carbon Farming for everything they've done for us. Without them, then we wouldn't look like this.
Tēnā tātou anō e te iwi, nau mai hara mai ki Pulman Arena ki Takanini, tāma ki Makaurau. Kēmu whai ake nei ko Epsom Girls Grammar, rau ko Hastings Girls High School. Ko ngā kaitakaro mō ngā tīma, ko ngā kaitakaro mō Epsom, number 18, Leah Putu-Wairua, number 12, Talia Vea, number 9, Maya Fowler, number 8, Drawn Forbes, and number 11, Ivy Tino. For our Hastings Girls High team, we have wearing the number 11 singlet, Nadia DeTheri, number 5, Charlotte Leo, wearing the number 7, Keija Miringa Ororangi, sorry, my apologies, Miringa Ororangi, and number 3, Tehia Taylor.
Oh boy.
All right, girls are just going through their final warm-ups before the game gets underway, waiting for the ground announcer to bring us in for game time. Max, welcome to 3-on-3, mate.
Kia ora.
Nau mai hara mai ki tāma ki Makaurau. Hea o whakaaro mō tēnei whakataitai, tēnei pakanga āmutu.
Ki taki nei mōhio mō tēnei pakanga, mō tēnei whakataitai āmutu. He pai te kitea I ngā kura katoa o Aotearoa. He pai te kitea anō I ngā kai tautoko o e rātu whānau, o e rā whānau, o e rā whānau. It's good to see everyone around, all our kura around New Zealand, and just seeing all our whānau show up and support our rangatahi, o tamariki ni mō.
Pai, tautoko mō whakaaro e hoa, rau atu, te rongo ki tō whakaaro. Just waiting on the ground announcer. We're still going through our final warm-up, so you can't be too far away. Been some pretty awesome basketball. Any games that you've been to watch that have stood out for you?
Right now, I'm still latched on from yesterday from our evening between Rotorua High School and Te Koutu. That game was very, very intense for our men.
Yeah, ka pai. Tautoko tērā, ko wai te teme I toi tērā, Kimi?
Ki taki nei mōhio ko Raukara, ki taku nei mōhio.
Ka pai. Kua timata te Kimi whānau, kei konei mātou. Ki te kōti number 3.
Ka pai, good movement with our ball. Oh, good defense.
We have Hastings Girls High School in the blue and red singlets, Epsom in the blue and yellow. Two distinct different uniforms, so we're not going to get in confusion about who's who. We have Epsom's number 18 on the ball.
Oh, what a piro from Epsom's.
Epsom Girls.
Kapai takes it to the basket, replies with another basket. Kapai.
Ka ngā piro.
Ko ngā piro. Kia Hastings Girls, ko te tahi. Kia Epsom, Epsom mo taku he, ko te tahi.
Kapai, kia ora mo te rei e hoa.
Kapai ki taku rei mōhio, ka haere te poro ki te kura o Epsom.
Kapai, kapai. All right, on the ball we have Epsom on the ball with the dish out to number 9.
Oh, Tatarawa.
Maya Fowler with the kuru whiwhirua. Ball going over the sideline there. Be at the top of the key. Charlotte to Leo from Hastings Girls. Hang it off there.
Good movement.
Number 11, Nadia De Theory with the kuru whiwhirua. Just off target there. Won't stop her from trying again. Shooter will find her range.
How do you feel when you shoot it through? Matua, how do you feel? What are you supposed to feel?
I don't know. I never shot threes when I played basketball. I was the fella under the hoop.
Yeah.
No, just like anything, you make a basket, whether it's worth 1, 2 or 3, you're contributing to your team. It all adds up in the end. But different if you're making that 3 to win the game when you're down by 2. But at this stage, beautiful shot there from number 12.
Threes.
Talia Villa for Epsom Girls Grammar. With the kuru whiwhirua anō.
Oh,
Lea patu wairua.
drops it.
Ngā pero, rima ki te tahi. Epsom jumping out to an early lead. Plenty of time to go, whānau.
Here we are, trying to make some good move.
There's our first attempt from Hastings Girls. Keep the fight.
Ka pai ki taku nei moi o mo tēnei mea te kuru whiwhirua. Just you have to be confident, confident in yourself.
Absolutely. Just that when you play sport at this level, you know your ability. Hey, as a shooter, you might shoot one, miss short, miss long, but just like that, the ball will drop in the net for you and walk away with a kuru whiwhirua.
Oh my lord, well, everyone's on fire.
On fire.
Kapai, good movement with our ball, taking it in. Oh, what a move.
Beautiful left-hand layup there. Ngā pero, whitu ki te toru, Epsom Girls.
Oh, with the 3. Oh, hard luck that time. Oh.
Ball on the sideline, over the sideline, whānau.
So ball will go to Epsom.
Epsom Girls. Look at the replay there. Nice, beautiful drive to the hoop there with the left-hand layup. The one made the highlight reel. Number 7 for Epsom Girls.
Oh, here we go with the 3. Oh!
The banker's open, whānau. Beautiful shot there. Toru whiwhirua. Almost halfway there. Oh, miscommunication there. And right there, whānau, we get up close and personal with the intensity that's on the court. Number 3 for Hastings Girls. Here Taylor chasing down the loose ball, just about taking out the commentary table.
Oh,
Epsom Girls. Tough basket there. Kua te rai e hoa.
Taku te mohio for Talia there.
Ka pai. Oh, might have got that wrong. Much pointed to the wrong name. Head the point.
Oh, Lea Patuwairua. Mo taku he. Oh, good vision from our team.
And one. Draws the foul. Draws the hara on the shot, so she'll be going to the free throw line. All right, so this semi-final that we're watching here, whānau, Senior Girls Elite, is for the 5 to 8 positions. So these ones have missed out on the main semi-finals to progress to the finals, but they are playing off for 5 to 8. So in the round robins, our Epsom Girls team played 8 games and won 4. And their quarter-final, they lost to Tauranga in a very close battle, 5-7. So,
oh, what a basket.
At the moment, they're up 10-6, I think, or 10-5. Hastings Girls High School. Just looking at the way that they made it to this semi-final today, they played 8 games in their round robin. They won 5 of those. They lost their quarter-final in a tough match to Hamilton Girls 5-7. So not much in it between top 4 and second 4. But we're battling it out here. Epsom Girls, Hastings Girls. Whaminiti ki te toi, Whaminiti rua tekau hekona, tekau ki te rima. Epsom Girls over Hastings Girls.
A bite, taking it out. Trying to get something out of nothing, eh?
Epsom Girls just slowing it down. Not as a bit more patient than Hastings Girls. They know the time's not on their side. Need to make some quick baskets. Couple of twos, couple of rua pero. Rua for whirua.
Draws in the hara.
Yeah, it'll be at the top. It'll be closer to team fouls, but they'll be getting 2 free throws. But at this stage,
straight into it.
A little bit too fast for our Kaiwa Wal. Timata no. Kirume Tiki.
Dishes it out. Here we are. Oh, Tata.
Tatarawa. Ka whiua no e hine. Oh, beautiful pass.
Nice.
Oh, and the kick out.
Oh, good communication. Here we are.
Number 11, Nadia Theory. Go Hastings Girls there. Know that they need a couple of quick twos just to get them back into the game.
Oh, draws in the foul.
Oh, number 11, Nadia Theory takes a slide on the floor. Tough defense there. Number 12 for Epsom Girls, Talia Bayer, using her size advantage to draw the hara.
Here we are, and we are at the restart. Nice. Draws in the foul.
Right, going to the basket and one. Interesting to see. Pero, kaumatahi ki te rima. Kaumatahi ki Epsom, 11 to Epsom. Rima ki Hastings Girls High School, 5 to Hastings Girls.
Oh, these kohine of ours, man, they can take in the ball with no doubts of them.
Yep. They almost thrive, love the physical contact. Right? And one of the great things about our women kohine basketball, they give as much as they take. Right, there we go, everyone.
Titiro Kitero, man, without a doubt, always in there. Might be end up a game of league.
Aue matewheke.
Aue matewheke.
E mateururo, fight to the death.
Oh, ka pai tērā piro. Ko ngā piro.
Aha koe i ngā piro. Right, ngā piro, kaumārua kia Epsom Girls. E rima ki Hastings Girls High School. Taking it to the hoop, Hastings Girls. Just a little bit strong on that layup. Epsom with the kick out, Number 9 for Epsom. Maya foul with
drops
the
it.
Puru Whiwhirua. Parawe hine.
Wow, there's one. This game has been very, very entertaining for us. All
back and forth. Battle to the end, just like that. Oh, unlucky. The theory, no. Oh, a lot of physicality being brought to the court there by the Hastings team.
Here we are.
Kahara. Kuru Whiwhirua. Ko Waitera, Maya Fowler. It's just been the difference, I think, between the two teams. Is the ball has dropped a little bit nicely, a bit nicer for Epsom. Hastings Girls. Ivy. Arua Mai. Nadia Theory with a deep two. Kuru Whiwhirua from downtown.
Travel, mataku he. Kimia, I tētai travel.
Tekau mārima hepona. Mā pero, tekau mā whitu ki te whitu.
Tekau hekona.
Tekau hekona whānau. Hastings playing to the final whistle.
Nice.
Rawe hine. Ka whai toki emu. All right, final score whānau. Epsom Girls Grammar 17, Hastings Girls 7. Kemu whaia ke nei, amuri tēnei kemu. Oh, ko mutu nā kemu I mai nei. We'll come back with you an updated draw after our break.
Ka kite.
Ka kite.
This is an opportunity that we can't pass on.